showing those levels too. Look at that 4-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting him with straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link. Word 'em up.
Do you foresee yourself being in, let's say, more thrilling fights as you get older?
Basically what you're saying is, Floyd, get beat up and get some black eyes, then get your hand raised.
No,
and then stoop to everybody else's level and be stupid.
When you get older, I'm saying, when you get older, do you think
there's nothing cool about taking punishment, getting beat up, getting bloody lips, and getting a check. It's the coolest thing I can do. I can dominate you, shut you out, and make crazy money, and go home and live with my family in a very, very comfortable and happy way. That's how I like to do it.
Lifting weights and being strong doesn't win fights. Having great timing and being a very, very smart and intelligent fighter wins fights. I mean, I've been in there before with guys that was a lot bigger and probably hit a lot harder and a lot stronger. But Floyd Mayweather always has the remedy.
Okay. Well, 37 opponents had a heart, and all of them came up short.
Speed kills, I guess, right? Watching you in person is a lot faster than on TV, man. How important is speed?
Well, it's not about speed. It's about smarts. It's about smarts, and it's about not getting hit that much.
Baldamir's a big guy. What are you going to do to offset the size difference?
It's not by size. Skills pays the bills at the end of the day. It's about being smart, and the smarter fighter is going to win.
Most guys I don't beat them with speed and power. I beat them with smarts. I don't think about it. It's more up here.
Bring the truth or tell on your ass what you're doing or what you're not doing every single time. You can lie, you can bullshit and all that, but when that bell ring, if you ain't put that work in, it's gonna show, bro. It's gonna show. Not to mention y'all in a sport that can cost you your life. Literally, you can die in this shit. So if that's the case, man, if you're gonna do this, don't bullshit with it. If you don't really want it, say to yourself, keep it real with yourself. I really don't want this shit. I can't put the work in that it requires. Walk away. Ain't nobody mad at you. Go out there, you're young enough, you go get educated, get a skill, do something, man. But don't play with this, man. You can get killed in this shit, man.
What's good? What's good? What's good with the fam on this good Tuesday, man? We back to build on this boxing and give it its just due, how we always do. What's good with y'all, man? We got some stuff to talk about, man. We got to get to it, man. We might got some fights on the way, man. Is we gonna see Rolly and Devin unifying, man? We could possibly be seeing it. We gonna see Rolly and Devin finally unified. It's a lot going on in boxing, man. It's boxing wars out there, man. Is it safe, man, or what? Is it safe out there? I gotta ask that, man. That's my disclaimer. Is it safe, y'all? Because they be tripping out there, y'all. How y'all feeling though, man? How the fan feeling, man? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody as we get into another boxing build, man. You know how we do over here. Hit the like button, sub to the channel, all that good stuff. Y'all know the etiquette, man. Rock out with your boy. We gonna talk about it, man. I wanted to go over this Rolly interview with Brian Custer. Thought it was a pretty good sit down. Rolly said some stuff that worth a discussion. At the end of the day, I don't know how the hell he finessed his way. I mean, they gave him an opportunity. He beat Ryan, and he been in the mix ever since, man. So I think a solid fight. Look, I think a unification is okay. I think 47 needs some clarity. I think we need some motion. We need to see guys, standing on some business, right? I'm tired of people complaining about Rolly. If he trash, everybody keeps saying he trash, somebody got to go beat him. He got a belt. I'm not trying to hear nothing about nothing. Go fight him. Go fight him. You get what I'm saying? If it was okay for anybody else to fight him, it should be okay for Devin to go in there and fight him. But the only problem that Devin runs into where he going to get some pushback is that he was on record, trashing Rolly on numerous occasions, but Rolly did the same thing. So it's really like it's boxing at the end of the day. I think, you can say what you want, but when it's time to line the business up and when it's an offer on the table and it makes sense, you're going to go with what makes sense. And I think because Rolly found himself in a division at 47 that's not deep with talent, he's a champion. Think about it. Rolly and Ryan is champions in the same division, y'all. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Rolly and Ryan are champions in the same division. So, 147 is just not what it once used to be. It don't mean it can't be great again. It's just going to take for the fighters that's there to get it going. Keith Thurman mentioned, he made a good point about the welterweights that's there now. He's saying they're not real welterweights. And I get what he's saying. They're not guys that started there and built their careers there. They're guys that eventually moved to welterweight from other divisions. Some of the guys, multiple divisions down. So you don't really have that one solidified welterweight. That's leading the charge that when you think about him, that's the absolute number one guy. There's no absolute number one at 47. And I think anytime you get an opportunity to fight for the titles and unifications, you get closer to, making a case for yourself that you the guy, right? And I think that's the position Devin finds himself in, right? If you can make the fight with Rolly, I don't see why y'all can't. Y'all shouldn't do it. I don't care what you said about him in the past. I just don't care. Make the fight. That's what we getting. Cool. We know the unpredictability of Rolly. He looked a little bit better with the new coach. He got rid of Bullet. Since became a champion. Some could argue this is the best version of Rolly now, right? To a degree, there's an argument out there because he's holding the title. So I'm not tripping. We know that Devin would be expected to win a fight on points or outbox him, but that don't stop me from wanting to see it because you just never know what might happen. You know what I mean? He could get caught. He can get clipped. You know what I mean? Rolly land one of those crazy shots, man. You know, it could be curtains. You get me? You see how hard Tank said he hit. So, and Ryan said the same thing. That dude punching. So I'm cool with it. I'm cool. Lewis Crocker ain't jump at the opportunity, or they got him. He ain't on the market, right? Ryan Garcia just got out of there with Barrios. Said the options, it ain't that many places to go where it's gonna make the most sense. And if you a guy that got a championship, you better go chase a title. I mean, I think that makes Rolly reasonable because he holding the strap. So somebody got to go beat Rolly. I'm tired of hearing about how trash he is. Somebody show me he trash. I get it, he got losses, but somebody should really want to fight him now, as opposed to any other point in his career, because he ain't had no belt. So it's worth fighting. It's worth taking the risk. It's worth seeing what could happen. You know what I mean? It should be an interesting build-up if they fight each other. You get me? I mean, Rolly a damn crash out, and Devin Haney, and you know, he got bills. So should be fun to see, man. What's good with the fam? No, man. Let me say what's good with the people. Rob was good with it, my guy. Kyle Cooley, bless his family. Marcus in the building. My dog was good with OTB. My Brody was good, man. MLC's in the building. What's going on with it, man? The right mindset for that Roach fight. Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. Every day I see one. OP was good with it, my guy. How you feeling, man? I see Cash Sports, Mag Life. What it do, man? The word saying Tank never fought no one, but look, everyone calling out Tank leftovers. I gotta start making sense. Man, I don't know. Y'all watch boxing a totally different way than I do. I tell you that. Samuel, what it do? Man. It's a loaded conversation, bro. Y'all Tank fans, y'all super like, I don't know. Like, hey, I don't know what it is. Look, just because somebody fight Tank don't mean no. So let me understand something. If Gervonta Davis fights somebody, it's all it is. He's the biggest fight for everybody. He makes stars. Blah 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 blah. He face of boxing. I mean, after he fights somebody, what is the fighter supposed to do? Retire and don't fight nobody else ever again? Like, think about something. What if Ryan would have just what he's supposed to do after he lose the Tank? What he's supposed to do? Retire? Like nobody else supposed to fight Ryan but Tank? Like, this is the problem. Like, it's very possessive. Like, all right, that was his opponent. It's over with. Like y'all attach these people like nobody else can fight somebody that Tank fought. Get what I'm saying? Tank fought Lamont Roach, right? You get me? Who beat Lamont Roach? You get what I'm saying? Who beat Lamont Roach? Who gave Lamont Roach the one loss, that one actual loss on his record? So did Tank fight Jamel Herring leftovers? I'm just trying to understand y'all logic. Did Tank fight Jamel Herring leftovers? I'm trying to understand something. When he fought Lamont Roach at 135 March 1st, was that considered him pulling up a small guy and fighting Jamel Herring? You see how silly that sounds? It's boxing. The thing is, the problem that you keep running into, bro, you keep saying what other people say over here. It don't apply over here. You talking to this is not the platform where people shit on Tank. So, like, when you say the stuff that you say, I don't understand where it comes from, because this doesn't come over here. It's like, it's boxing. Tank Davis doesn't own the rights to these guys. He fight them, he beat them, they move on. They got to continue their careers. Other people are gonna fight them. It's like, I don't everything ain't about Tank, man. Like, bro, like, God, Jesus Christ, man. It's boxing. What do they supposed to do? So everybody, Tank got 31 fights. Everybody he fought was undefeated, right? And he fighting a guy with 18 losses. Is he fighting dudes leftovers? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, what do we be talking about? This is boxing, not food. I don't believe in leftovers. Think about something. You can call it the leftovers. Ryan Garcia is the leftovers. Rolly is leftovers. They're both world champions right now. Neither guy was a world champion when Tank fought him. So they arguably could be better versions of themselves when he fought them. You get what I'm saying? They actually got hardware. So I don't know where this, Tank this. And I don't know, man. People got to fight, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know what they supposed to do. Shout out to Samuel. Leftovers, I don't get it. Damon was good with it. Everyone said Tank never fought no one. That's the thing, but you can't keep coming over here talking about what everybody else said because it don't apply. It's kind of, do you get where I'm going? I don't want you to think I'm coming at you, but why do you tell me what everybody else said? I didn't say it, so I don't care what other people say, right? Like when you gotta it's like read the room. You in Just Do Boxing now. You could let your guard down. You don't gotta have your bulletproof vest for Tank, bro. Like you can come over here and just chat. You ain't never hear me say it, so I don't want to respond to shit that I don't push, right? Like imagine going to somebody's channel and keep telling them what other people said. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Tank fought who he fought, bro. He fought 31 opponents. They was who they was. Tank is a business. These dumb clowns act like they don't know that. Well, let them be blue in the face. But we over it. Fuck them. They don't enjoy Tank. Tell them to stop watching them and talking about them. You get what I'm saying? I have finally learned to just laugh at the ridiculousness that come out of people's mouth every day about Shakur. And any other boxer, all this hate, the hell with it. The hell with them. We gonna enjoy Tank. Guess what? When they said he's fighting Pitbull at 140, guess what Just Do said? Go beat his ass, bro. I don't care. But go beat him up. But I don't give a fuck. And I mean, I say this with all my chest and heart. I don't care what nobody else is talking about. I don't want to have to respond to things that other people are saying. Like for me, like, yeah, they got to make it make sense, man. They be saying them corny dudes, man. Tank gonna fight. That goes for all boxers. They're gonna fight who makes the most sense for them. They're gonna fight fights that they can win. They're gonna fight fights that they can make money off, right? They're not always gonna take the biggest risk. You know what I mean? They gonna always want the biggest reward. It's just what it is, man. Tank gonna fight who we fight, and it's okay. Fight Pitbull, beat his ass too while you at it. You hear me? Beat his ass. I get it, but it's like, screw these people. When you come here, just think about, man, this is somebody that appreciate Tank Davis. I ain't tripping on Tank. Tank, go out there and beat Pitbull ass, bro. Straight like that. You get me? It's all good. I get where you going, but it's like, the hell with him. Like, I don't know. Like, I just keep hearing this argument. Like, people make it seem like once Tank fights somebody, nobody else can fight him. If you fight him, then you trying to be like Tank. It's boxing. It's like, then we be saying we want to see the best fighting the best, and we want to see guys all fighting each other. But soon as guys attempt to fight another opponent that one guy faced, we start complaining about it. Like I seen the hoe come out of these dudes the minute they thought Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson could be a thing. They start whining, man, Tank fought him and did it and it's like, man, shut up, man. Like, shut up, dude. Like, you get me? Like, bro, I seen people turn into little females when they thought that fight was gonna happen. Like, they make it seem like once he get out the ring with somebody, nobody else could fight Tank opponent. That's his opponent. You can't fight it. Bro, they all fight somebody with losses, and and truth be told, they all should be mixing it up. You know what I'm saying? So all these dudes complaining about Tank, all they gonna do is hate watch, bro, and they gonna steal the fight when they watching it. Bro, that's all. They're gonna be hate watching and stealing. That's all. Notice, man, the people that complain about how Tank ain't fought nobody, they know all the nobodies that he ain't fought, though. You get me? They know all of the nobodies that he ain't fought. So the hell with them Tank haters, man. I'm so tired of grown-ass, soft-ass men sitting up online being like extra. Look, Tank gonna do his best for his career. And the minute that y'all think that any of these boxers are supposed to stop doing what's best for their career and do what the fans just want them to do alone, that's the day you really lost. You get what I'm saying? That's why I choose to just support, man. It's a lot easier just to support these dudes. I'm sick of grown men that ain't never accomplished shit, sitting up on YouTube, out of shape, running around, running their mouths about athletes that they can never come close to doing the shit they do. That's that hate watching shit. That's why I say, like, I don't know, when you over here, you could just focus on the positive, because we gonna build Tank up. We ain't gonna take shots at him. We ain't gonna kick him while he down. We don't care about them hating ass people. But I do speak to the false narratives all the time on this channel. So I'll say this, man. I'll redirect it, man. We rocking with if you want to fight Pitbull for the second time, bro, after, you know, a controversial fight, after some inactivity, some legal issues, man, by all means, go out there and fight that man, right? Lamont Roach is essentially reported to be on the same card. They trying to put them, from what I understand, that's supposed to be a fight that they're trying to put together too, by putting them on the same card. So it's like, think about it, bro. It's people that expect guys to come off of layoffs and just fight Godzilla. It's not realistic, even if it is a Tank Davis, right? You're going to go out there, you're going to take a winnable fight. People don't want to hear, oh, well, it's going to be a winnable fight. It's going to be a money fight. Pitbull still selling tickets. Pitbull still putting itself in big fights, right? They could squeeze the rest of the juice out of the lemon. I guarantee you it's people that's going to watch that fight. You get me? So it will give a damn hell with them Tank Davis haters. Tank, go out there and do what's best for your career. And I suggest every athlete to do the same thing. Every boxer to do the same thing. You get what I'm saying? We ain't mad at you for going out there doing what you... I'm not. Let me speak for me. Them hating ass people, let them be mad. Butcher, what's good? Shout out to Reef, Drunk Irish, man. Let's shout out to everybody in the building, man. Samuel was good with it. I ain't mad at it. He had some time off, inactivity. You know what I mean? You know how that go. You know what I mean? You're going to shake back. And I'm hearing, matter of fact, let's talk about that. And then we're going to get into this Rolly interview too. So we're going to build. But let's talk about it, because this was part of the live anyway. This is what's being reported. Let's talk about it.
Gervonta Davis was supposed to fight Jake Paul in November, had legal issues, hasn't fought since March of last year when he fought against Lamont Roach. I'm told that he's in advanced talks right now to fight a rematch against Pitbull Cruz that would be at 140 rather than 135 like the first fight this summer. I expect it to happen. I think that'll be his comeback.
Look, over here, we don't do no whining, man. We just support it, man. We support boxing. That's what I'm on for the rest of the time I got a channel. I'm just supporting boxing, bro. I ain't doing no complaining. If they give me a horrible fight and they charge me money for it, by all means, I'll do some complaining. Or I'll put it in its proper context. But this is something that we knew could potentially happen. It's people that feel like Pitbull Cruz fought him so good he deserves a rematch. Yeah, 140 is people that feel like, you know, they would like to see it again. Pitbull is dangerous. Maybe he'll get lucky this time and actually beat Tank. There's people that think Tank can actually knock him out this time with a you know, two healthy hands, right? Until you give him 12 rounds to do it. So it's intrigue in the fight. It's gonna be people that kill it, because people are just come accustomed to complaining. I'm over it. I got a lot of other shit that you could focus on and worry about. Boxing ain't gonna be one of them for me. I'm just gonna enjoy the fights. Like I said, I hope they put together a good undercard. Give me a reason to buy this fight a second time. I want to support them anyway, but give me a reason to want to do it by stacking the card the right way. And I'm all in, man. Tank Davis, like Mike Coppinger just mentioned, he ain't fought since last March, right? That was March 1st. You know what I'm saying? So we way past. He gonna be well over a year out the ring. He's not coming back. He's not coming back fighting no killer. Sorry, he's not gonna do that. But if people just learn to relax, take a damn breath, stop whining, and consider his situation. People just said he wasn't focused, right? They didn't feel like he was as focused for the Lamont Roach fight, right? He didn't make it to the Jake Paul fight, right? Cool. It's more inactivity. Been sitting on the sideline. Legal issues. Do you think he's gonna come back and fight King Kong? Absolutely not. They're not even putting him back at 35 from what they're reporting. They talking about 140, and the reason for that could be because of the time off, right? Ease your way back in there, right? Remember, he was preparing to fight Jake Paul at one point, so they're going to ease him back in there with the time off. If the ideal is to run back the rematch with him and Lamont Roach, why we really tripping? Ain't that what people said they wanted? That's why I say in boxing, you don't always get stuff exactly when you want it. But if they can give it to me in a way where it makes sense, I'm not tripping. So people still feel like Lamont Roach and Tank Davis got unfinished business. It's people that will want to see that rematch, right? Maybe they killed some of the momentum, but maybe a great performance over Pitbull Cruz, a guy that just went and had the same draw that Tank. You get what I'm saying? You draw with Tank, you draw with Pitbull. Now you put Tank in there in a rematch off a layoff. Tank go out there and do what he do. You know what I mean? My coach Calvin voice to go do what he do. Maybe they set them up for a rematch and people get to see them run that back. And maybe y'all get to see the result that y'all wanted to see the first time. But I'm done with all that whining over boxing, bro. That we can't control these people business. They're going to do what they do anyway. Like I said, just don't try to oversell me. Just don't piss on me and tell me it's raining and nothing like that. That's all. Pitbull Cruz is a tough, scrappy guy. He gave Tank some good rounds, a good scrap, decent scrap the first time around. He damn sure didn't win, but I mean, considering the circumstances, I can understand why they might go this route, right? You got to think about money. It's unfortunate, bro, but you got to start considering business. And I'm forced to consider these things because we having these conversations. So you got to think about, you think no money was lost with him being sidelined, not having a rematch with Lamont Roach, not having a Jake Paul fight, legal issue. That's money lost. They're going to try to recoup some money. They're going to try to put him in a situation where he can look good. That's their job. And I think Pitbull is a guy that he can come back and look good against. That can possibly push him in some areas, right? And make it a scrappy, entertaining fight for what it's worth. And then you got to think of after that. Maybe that, like I said, that Lamont Roach fight might be after that. Or listen, Tank coming at 140 is a good thing. You know who at 140. We got new players at 140. You got the Keyshawn. You got the Shakur Stevensons of the world up there at 140. I don't know. I like it. I'm not tripping, bro. Let these guys do what they gonna do, and I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy, man. This would be interesting. Tank said he ain't feel comfortable at 40 when he fought Barrios. To see him back up there, I respect it. He willing to go out of his comfort zone again, and although it's against Pitbull, doesn't matter. I watch the fight, bro. Just give me a good undercard. That's all. Give me a good undercard. Give me a good undercard. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Shout out to you, bro. So I support all these dudes. That's why there's no hate coming from me, man. So I'm over it. Dank, what it do, man? That's what they said. Mike Coppin saying is, they working something out at 140. So let's see. PBC, you gotta think it's a business, and Tank is part of that business. And I know people hate to hear that side of it, but that's the reality. And I think the reason why I try to bring that up, for as much as I can understand it from my vantage point, right, is because it provides context and why maybe he's going with a certain opponent, right? Some people be like, why the hell you fighting Pitbull? You beat him already. It's years later. It's this, is that. But sit there and ask yourself, why? Like, Pitbull's still been in the mix, right? You get what I'm saying? He just fought a Lamont Roach. Hey, you know what I'm saying? He a tough guy, man. They could sell some tickets. That's what they're gonna want to do. Make some money, put their guy in a position to shake the rust off, look good, get a win, make some money, right? And get on to the next fight. And that's what people don't want to hear, but that's what it is. But look, I got something to tell you. I got a secret that's really not a secret, y'all. For all the people that's mad at this Pitbull fight, if you mad, guess what, y'all? You ain't gotta watch it. You ain't even know that, did you? You ain't even know that, did you? If you mad about any boxing, not just this reported fight, guess what? Guess what happens when it come on that night? Guess what? You ain't even gotta watch it, bro. We could just go do something else, huh? You know what I'm saying? You go do something, go play cards or something, go play spades, dominoes, whatever it is you do in your downtime. You ain't even gotta watch it, bro. But I ain't mad at nothing that these dudes are doing, because I'm pretty sure that it's a rhyme or reason why they doing it. Yeah, I would love the world where I could say, yeah, all of the best are fighting the best, but I'm not a fool, man. I'm not a fool. You get me? So at the end of the day, if it's something that is worth the money, then I'm cool with it, So look, a layoff, missed opportunities, legal situations, ring rust, things like that. You got to consider all of that when you coming back. Like, it's people complaining now about the guy that Dimitri Bivol about to come back and fight, but Bivol coming off a damn back injury. You get what I'm saying? But people expect him to come back and fight better Beav or Benavidez or something stupid like that. Like, people are not realistic. So Tank not Superman. Hate to break it to y'all. He is mortal. He is human, right? They're going to work him back into the fold is my guess. And by doing so, they're going to give him a scrappy guy that should be able to push him. Pitbull does present a certain level of danger, but not enough to beat nobody like Tank, in my opinion, unless Tank is completely off his game. And there's some people that feel like he ain't focused. So it's some intrigue to see what he's going to look like coming back, especially against a guy that could be dangerous like a Pitbull, right? So we'll see. I mean, Johnny Beck has been stripped of his IBF middleweight title. I knew they was going to get him. He still holds the WBO title, but he's suspended until December 6th. Shout out to the plug, L-Dub Boxing. Boxing Bill was good with it. No, I mean, shit, we just got here, Boxing Build. Shit, we just starting pretty much. I ain't get to that yet. I'll touch on that briefly throughout the live, but yeah, man. Let's see if this is the fight. I don't care. Fight them. You know what I mean? Like, I would like to see what the undercard gonna look like. You know what I mean? They usually put together solid cards with Tank, so. If that's what happened, let's see, bro. All that whining, we can't pick who they fight anyway. Tell me a time in boxing you ever could pick who they fought. Tell me a time. Ain't no sense even tripping. Just don't buy it. Be like, yo, you don't like the Pitbull fight? It's trash. I ain't watching it. Cool, okay. I mean, we game all night. What's good with it? Tank made him. Tank will finish him. Tank in 9. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? That's so shit. Go out there and do you, man. Yeah, I a little bit I did. Shout out to Behind the Hands TV. A little bit. So I'm just here to, reiterate that let's enjoy boxing, man. I ain't complaining about no matchups. Tank, go out there and beat Pitbull ass. Shit, stop him. Do what you didn't do the first time. Shit. Can you do what to do? Can you be the first one to stop Pitbull? Think about it. Not too many people make it out the fight with Tank. Get me? It's some intrigue there. Can he stop him? Can he stop Pitbull? Some people say Pitbull ain't a 40-pounder. He don't do that well at 40, right? Could he stop him? He could possibly stop him, right? I mean, who knows? Some people say Tank ain't going to be comfortable at 40. Is he giving up some stuff, right? Do anybody got an advantage? No, I mean, I'm just going to watch it, bro. I'm just watching boxing. I just see too much complaining for me to take part, man. I'm good. Hell with it. I mean, we gonna enjoy this shit. Tank, you gonna fight him. Beat his ass too. Like I said, say ready to go to 40, bro. You get me? And one more time, just so y'all know where I got that, shout out to L the plug, because he been mentioned that anyway too, man. But I had played the little clip from Mike Coppinger for y'all. There you go.
Gervonta Davis was supposed to fight Jake Paul in November, had legal issues, hasn't fought since March of last year when he fought against Lamont Roach. I'm told that he's in advanced talks right now to fight a rematch against Pitbull Cruz that would be at 140 rather than 135 like the first fight this summer. I expect it to happen. I think that'll be his comeback.
And there you go. And they saying they expect it to be his comeback. Anything can change, like I said, but that's the way that's the direction it was going. That's what my guy let me know. That's all I've been hearing anyway. So it's very consistent. So look, then go. Time to get back, man. And maybe you can start knocking off people on your list. Who knows, man? I'm optimistic, so we'll see, man. I feel like at 40, man, it opens the conversation up for the right kind of fights. There's no way if he fights Pitbull, he's just done. Think about it. He's going to fight some more fights. So I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the ride, man. I ain't giving myself no headache about these people business, these people money, and nah, hey, if you just completely give me BS, then by all means, I'll be pissed off. But I understand under the circumstances why they would revisit this fight and maybe why it could even make sense at 40. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Let's see. But we got to get to Rolly, because Rolly was talking crazy on Brian Custer, man. They've been going back and forth like they going to fight, they're not going to fight, they're going to fight, they're not going to fight. Y'all better fight. I mean, I heard y'all boys, heard y'all was chopping it up. I heard they trying to line it up, man. They trying to fight, G. Should be a good fight, man. People mad at it, but only thing I will say this to Devin Haney and the Hanos clan, you see why you gotta stop. You gotta stop being so much of a supporter of a fighter that you shit on his contemporaries opponents, because then you never know when the guy that you lobbying for, that you rock with the most, end up in the ring with one of those guys that dude fought. And that's what he dealing with Rolly Romero. You're hearing a lot of people like, oh man, it's a trash fight, because he said it. You trash Rolly yourself, right? You had comments about Pitbull. You wanted to make a fight with Pitbull, right? And so it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Dudes be putting their foot in their mouth. Sometimes you just gotta give credit where it's due, man. Everybody keep writing Rolly off, but at the end of the day, he find himself to be a world champion at 147 pounds. They keep saying he trash. Well, somebody go trash him. That's all I say.
With
go beat
Brian
his ass.
Custer.
I mean, don't tell me about it. Go tell Rolly. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else go out there and beat his ass. See if you can have Rolly talking about Happy Easter, everybody. You get me? Combos. Hey, you know it, Dank. That's why I say let Tank work himself back into the mix, man. Think about it. If you was of the belief that he wasn't focused and he was distracted, they're gonna work him back into the mix, let him get his feet back wet, and then I'm pretty sure when everything is going the way it need to be going, they're gonna try to make some fights. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Who says he took cyanide for 2 years? Who said that? Rolly said that in this joint. Devin Duck, he not the Eastside versus Ryan. Ryan's the bigger name. Now that's the thing though, man. Devin ain't a duck. Devin ain't a duck. I don't think he know Eastside either, but I don't think he know Duck. I just think the business of boxing is a tricky space, bro. It's a tricky space, and I think potentially like the Ryan fight could still be there. I think if you make the pit stop to Rolly and unify them belts, you and Ryan fighting for 3 belts makes it a bit bigger, right? So Devin could be playing the long haul if that's the way he plays cards, right? I feel like that fight will be there unless somebody ends up beating Ryan and getting the belt up off him. But I do feel like as long as he has that title, and Devin is at 47 with a belt, that's gonna be the big fight for him. But Devin ain't duck him. Think about it. They would have rematched if Ryan didn't get beat by Rolly. Just think of it that way, right? You know what I'm saying? I know he said the ship sailed, but then he doubled back. You know what I'm saying? And fighters say a lot of shit. That's why I don't be holding it against them, bro. Things change, circumstances change, the business change, right? Opportunities present themselves, and I think he'd be a fool not to take that fight if it's on the table for him. You know what I mean? You'll go get all the respect. You know what I mean? Beat that guy, take his belt. It just couldn't be a better win for you out there than that one.
He is the WBA welterweight champion of the world. Rolly Romero is back with us on
Big
the
Rolo.
Last Stand. Champ, it's been a little bit. Welcome back. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Look, man, last time we saw you in the ring, man, you had a dominating performance over Ryan Garcia. That was last May, New York City. All right. We want to know, when will Rolly Romero be back in the ring defending his title?
We do not know that yet. We do not know.
I'm sure you got an idea.
I don't know. I mean, there's talks of this and that and all that stuff, but I don't like to really talk about that stuff because for some reason, the only one that gets blamed for not making fights is me, even though I'm the one that, I mean, you don't get to where I'm at with 19 fights unless you actually fighting people. So
that's interesting you say that because we had
one thing about fighters, boy, you can't tell them they ain't on. You can't. One thing about Rolly, you can't tell him he ain't accomplished. He ain't that dude. Man, I'm telling you, bro. Rolly is an overachiever in boxing, so you could call him trash, but that's why I don't push that narrative about him being trash. I just think he's inexperienced in ways that a lot of fighters aren't, right? Like starting late, just picking it up late, right, and being a bit limited to a degree, but still dangerous, and still you gotta respect him. So you can say what you want, but just any old body won't beat Rolly, right? People don't want to have those conversations. I'm not gonna sit here and try to argue like he's some world beater and he's elite and this. Nah, but he's dangerous and he got a style that has worked for him to a degree, right? And he's found himself in a favorable position where he can make big fights. Like, who would have thought he would be in position to fight Ryan and beat him? And then after that, be in a position to fight Devin. So you can say what you want about Rolly, but low-key, Rolly ass cooking win, lose, or draw. I don't care if he lost to Tank. I don't care if he lost to Pitbull. He fought him. You get him? Now he beat Ryan and say he fight Devin. I don't care if he lose to him. Look at his resume. We talking resumes, right? But we quick to trash him. Nah, low-key, Rolly is fighting people. You get what I'm saying? You fight Tank, Ryan, and Rolly. You would have Tank, Ryan, and Rolly on your, or Tank, Ryan, and Devin on your resume. And you would have the win over Ryan, where they thought you was going to lose. Everybody felt like Tank was going to beat you, right? People will feel like the same thing with Devin. It'll be a large consensus out there that Devin outboxes you. Devin, Rolly, you playing with house money again. They count you out again. The last time they did it, they counted wrong. So again, how trash is Rolly? That's why I don't even want to have that kind of conversation, because I respect it. I don't care how he did it, how he in his position. He here. If he's willing, he fought Tank with 14 fights. Fought Tank Davis with 14 fights. And he took chances. He got his ass knocked out, but he was out there trying, right? Tank respected him. He was out there trying. He got in there with Pitbull. Pitbull had him on skates talking about Happy Easter. I get it. But he fought him. Finished the fight on his feet, right? Counted out against Ryan Garcia. Goes in there, drops Ryan, neutralizes him, outboxes him, beats him up. And now he in position to fight. You get what I'm saying? A Devin Haney. You got to respect that from Rolly. You see why we having the wrong conversations. I respect the grind. It took a while to get to this point, but now look at that. This shit carving up pretty decent. The resume ain't just who you beat, it's who you fought too, right? That's a respectable resume. You could say for a guy that's fucking trash, they say Tank is the first ballot Hall of Famer. Say the same shit about Devin Haney. You get what I'm saying? Not so much about Ryan, but you telling me this dude would have 2 first ballot Hall of Famers on his resume, and we want to call him trash? Kid got a lot of heart, man. Rolly got a lot of heart, bro. So I look at shit different, man. I don't think the dude is trash. I think he picked up boxing late. I think he's limited. I think him and his coach, that's the way I see it. Maybe they practice things a certain way and they was cool with it without correcting it, or, you know what I mean? We seen him, he left, split with him, went with a different trainer. Rolly looked like a slightly different guy, right? Seemed a lot more peaceful. So I don't know, man. I like Rolly, man. You can't knock him, man. He don't have a hell of a resume when it's all said and done. Shout out to Sunchild. Rich was good with it. The Objective fan, my dog, was good with A1. How you feeling, man? Shout out to Rich Sunchild in the building. Banks, what it do, man? Y'all hit that like button, man. Let's keep building. Lisa, peace to the queen. How you feeling today? Always good to see you. Shout out to the fan. Let's keep rolling, man. Let me get to this, man.
Bill Haney on the last
Rolly
stage
doing
this
his
last
thing.
week. Bill Haney said, I've been talking to Rolly Romero. I talked to his manager, Louis DeCubas. He says, we have an agreement to fight May 30th, whether it be New York, whether it be Vegas. But he says, Rolly Romero can't back out of this one because, in his words, Debo is coming to town.
Jose was good, homie.
But the contract was sent to them two days ago, and Bill kind of disappeared, went and grabbed milk. So,
real quick. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I do think they sleep on his skills. I do think that. I'm not about to sit here and try to like mind screw people into thinking that this guy is some, but for where he picked up boxing and where he's at, he's overachieved. I know he's been put in some favorable situations where, we seen the Big Watch Barroso fight. Like, we get it. He putting hands on Rolly. We get it. But he did stand tall in that Ryan fight. Big underdog, man. He got it done. So I think Rolly is a little deceptive, a little awkward / unpredictable to a degree. He's a mixture of that. And he has the style that works for himself. And he could present issues because he has punching power and is willing to take chances. And he's a physically strong dude, so with some size. So Rolly presents a certain level of danger. Not saying that he'll beat Devin if and when they fight, but Devin gonna keep Devin honest. I bet you that.
So you're. I mean, let's just say it like this, right? I don't really want to talk about Devin or any of that stuff because, like I said, the fight's not made. What is it to talk
And
about?
this was
Like I
beforehand,
said,
too,
nobody's
so.
ducking or dodging Devin Haney. Nobody cares about Devin Haney.
So
Yeah, he
now
fast.
he says
Cal, he got speed.
they've
Fast.
agreed. They've already signed on this.
I don't see no paperwork. And then who was the one that pressed the fight? Me, right? Who's the one that sent everything? Me, right? Okay. I'm telling you, if the contract's not signed, it's not signed. Do not believe the Haneys. They are very deceitful people.
Huh. I know you've had some back and forth with Devin on social media. I remember seeing an interview where at one point you talked about Devin Haney, a boring fighter. You had no interest in fighting him. And then
I want to say this. What I'm hearing is Rolly wasn't trying to push for the fight in the public, but was doing it behind the scenes, which I could respect, because that would mean he's about making that fight. So that's again another reason why I could respect him. The more limited people tell me Rolly is, the more trash people tell me Rolly is, right? The more I respect him, because he continued to find himself in the ring with guys that are supposed to be so much better than him, from Tank to Ryan to Devin right now. You know what I'm saying? Look, think about the Ryan Garcia rematch. It's Ryan looking like he don't want to deal with Rolly again. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, Salas, I think he improved Rolly a bit, Kyle, if we being fair. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for it. I'm here for the Rolly
where you
experiment.
said,
Let's see.
I don't want to
boxing,
fight him
bro.
because I don't want to get sued for two.
Maybe he'd be an unsung hero. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he come out of nowhere. Maybe he landed the money punch on Devin. I'm not saying he does for sure, but who knows? We see upsets all the time, right? We see shit happen all the time.
2 years after I knock him out, I don't want to waste my time. So
I might get sued
There
after
it
this
is.
interview.
Why the change of heart? What changed your mind about? Okay, you know what? All right, I'll fight Devin Haney.
I mean, we had other fights lined up.
Yeah. Jay was good, homie.
Why waste
I
would I waste my time with somebody that's gonna sue me after I knock him out if there was other fights to be lined up?
But what is drawing your interest back?
And real quick, man, I gotta put this to bed because it's overblown and it's corny. People want to sit here and act like they ignore it just so they could push some he's scary, he a bitch narrative. Man, get that weak ass shit out of here. Devin Haney was talking about suing Ryan Garcia because he had sensu beans / power pellets in his system. It's not because he was getting beat up. It's not because of the left hook and he couldn't block it. It's not because he was dropping them all over the canvas. It's none of that. He was ready to sue that guy because he got in the ring and fought a guy who had power pellets in his system. I'm sick of people acting like, he can't take a loss or he'll sue. He wasn't talking no suing shit until he found out about the positive failed test. Why we can't just keep shit where it's at? Like, just be real about it. It has nothing to do with him being scared or being soft, bro. Because my thing is this, I'll entertain it. Okay, he's soft and he's scary for suing. What is Ryan Garcia for having an unfair advantage? I don't care if it's Osterine. He had a banned substance in his system. What does that say about him? He's supposed to be faster than the Flash. He's supposed to have a crazy left hook, right? He's supposed to be the Flash, the human Flash, the boxer, right? The boxer version of the Flash. He got all this power, and Devin Haney is pillow-fisted, but you needed an unfair advantage, and we want to talk about who's soft. You see how quickly that go over people's head? So who really soft? Who really soft? The guy that eventually never fucking sued, or the guy that was packing sensu beans in the system and then went on, you get what I'm saying, to blow the next fight after that and get beat by a guy that everybody had him knocking out. And let's be all the way 100. The reason the rematch ain't already happened is because of who? Was it the scary dude that was suing, or was it the dude with the power pellets? You get what I'm saying? That had that extra oomph in his system, right? That shit get on my nerves, man. I just got to say that. Put that shit to bed. I get it, man. When the lawsuit was made public and you start seeing some of the stuff that is said in there, you like, damn, man. He basically seemed like he's suing because he got his ass beat. But if we take PDs, if you take Ostarine or any banned substance out the situation, Devin Haney was going to take his loss like a man, and y'all know it was because we had enough time to see how he was dealing with it. He wasn't crying, making excuses. He wasn't even making excuses after the fight, bro. His shit was all swollen. He took his lumps and kept it pushing and didn't start talking about the suing shit till he found the juice advantage, bro. So I just want to say that people will do anything to push a narrative, bro. Ain't nothing soft about the kid, in my opinion. If he was soft when he was eating them left hooks and them right hands, he wouldn't have got up 2-3 times. You get what I'm saying? And some would say 4 or 5. He wouldn't have kept getting up. That's a soft person wouldn't have made it to the end of that fight. So who really soft? The guy that's packing the extra unfair advantage over the guy with pillow fists, right? You get what I'm saying? Who really soft? That's all I'm saying, bro. When people do that and Rolly, you better be careful because if you make that fight, don't say shit if you get peppered with jabs and right hands and outboxed and you can't land them damn punches that you be looking to land. Don't say nothing. You drop Haney. Nah, he could if he landed, hell yeah. Listen, Rolly could drop anybody that he land that punch on to me because he really can crack. But I just got to put context to that, bro. I ain't trying to come to nobody aid, but I'm for boxing. Devin Haney got a bad rap for a lawsuit that didn't even go nowhere. And we all know it was Bill Haney that was pushing it because he felt like he was doing right by his son. It wasn't Devin running around everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He just felt like, bro, this dude cheated me and he running around here like it's all good. People got to remember, man, the same guy. What was he at, man? What was that tweet at, man? Remember this? Remember this from Ryan? Remember this from Ryan? I need more steroids. I'm addicted. He was doing shit like this. Why they saying he was juiced with the eyes? This is what he was on. I will never forget that. So who really saw? That's all I'm saying, bro. The man that got up off the canvas with the guy that had the unfair advantage, or the dude that had the unfair advantage was supposed to be faster with the bigger punch, right? With the super left hook, right? Come on, man. Make it make sense, man. Devin did right. And at the end of the day, people forget to add context to it. When he said, man, drop the lawsuit and I'll fight you. What happened to that lawsuit, y'all? What happened to the lawsuit? Shit went away, didn't it? I'm tired of hearing about it. It's just they over. It's like, I get the jokes, but it's like they overblowing it now. They overdoing it now. It's whack. So, Rolly, you go in there. I'm pretty sure if you land that shot on Devin and you beat him fair and square, you're not going to have to worry about no lawsuit. I know people say that to poke fun, but that shit right now is like a corny joke, man. It's like an old-ass joke. He was suing Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia was cheating. End of the story, bro. And he felt like his money was messed up. He felt like he damaged his career for a second from my estimation. And I understood it. Look how he was carrying it. The dude posted, I need more steroids. I'm addicted. The dude went and did an interview or was in a video talking about a league where they allow you to use steroids and people thought this shit was a game. So who really saw? That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying nobody saw, but I'm just asking the question. Let's keep rolling, man. Hit that like button, y'all. We got 50 people in the building. Let's keep rolling.
What's drawn your interest back to fighting Devin Haney if you're like, nah, I'm not interested in that?
I mean, there's a belt. I mean,
he might get dropped.
What else would I care about? There's a belt.
I respect that. It's a belt. Go get that belt, Rolly.
At one point, I know you had Connor Ben.
Yeah, he it's crazy because Conor Benn was over there begging for the fight.
Yes.
Even though we were in complete talks and he knows it, and he begged me for the opportunity, all this stuff, right? Then he causes all that commotion and all that stuff, right? I didn't want to scare him, so I didn't push him back. I didn't do anything, right? And he got scared anyway.
Was good, homie. Mac Majestic was good.
So that was the original. That was what originally was going to happen on May 30th, but You know, I mean, life happens. You
Yeah,
know.
I mean, it's been a belt on the line. If you asking about with Rolly, you know what I'm saying? Look, Rolly just be he just be having fun. I don't only hold nothing against Rolly, but all that suing shit just be corny. It's kind of like ain't nobody even get sued. Ryan ain't get sued, but he cheated. You get me? Think about that. Ryan ain't get sued, but he cheated. But Dev got cheated. But we'll still keep talking about a lawsuit. So who got sued? That I'm gonna leave it alone. But who got sued? I just want to know. He was suing, right? It was the lawsuit, right? Nobody actually got sued, but somebody actually got cheated. So again, who really soft? That's all I'm saying, bro. Call me crazy, but I believe, bro. Hey, some stuff that he be saying, bro, I be believing him too. He be sounding like, like it's
I
possible.
mean, it happens.
Devin ain't end up suing nobody. He ain't
Boxing's
suing,
like a
not to
box
my
of
knowledge. Nah, he didn't
chocolates.
sue
You
Ryan
never know what
Garcia.
you're gonna get, right?
What'd you think when he took $15 million from Zuffa Boxing?
I don't believe this.
Regis Prograis.
I mean, do you think that? Let me ask you guys all something. Do you think Regis Prograis fight for no belt, no nothing on the line as a co-main event's worth $15 million?
That's a lot of money, man.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, from an economic standpoint, do you believe it's worth that? Do you believe that that's even remotely possible? I don't know. It's just, I mean, it just sounds like a very weird number for the opponent, and it just sounds like a really weird number. But I mean, that has nothing to do with me.
Why would he pivot? But why would he pivot from you? Because he had talked about, he called you out. Yo, you're next. He's got a belt. I'm going to.
And real quick, I want to say this. I don't know how fighters see it, but when I hate when somebody say somebody is begging for a fight. Y'all dudes be making it seem like y'all with fighting any and everybody. If that is the case, then nobody should have to beg you for a fight. Conor Ben and Rolly, in my opinion, will actually be an entertaining fight. You're not too good to fight Conor Ben. Conor Ben just fought in front of what? How many thousands of people over there when he fought Chris Eubank back to back? Get what I'm saying? So you're not too good to fight a guy like Conor Ben. Y'all fighters got to stop saying that. When y'all say somebody is begging for a fight, especially when it's somebody that you said you'll fight, you just letting it be known that you not backing up what you saying. Because why should somebody have to beg you for something that you said you wanted, right? So just keep that in mind when y'all say guys are begging for fights. Like I hate that. You know what I mean? Like dudes want smoke, man. You got a belt. And to be honest with you, Rolly, people talk like you a lick. So I want to see who's going to get in there and take that belt. If it's Devin, I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but he don't gotta I don't think he gotta fulfill his mandatory obligation just yet, Bruce. You know what I'm saying? He got a mandatory, but I don't think he gotta think he got some time, if I'm not mistaken, before he's due, before he has to fight him. You know what I mean? I don't think it's now. So and then unification, especially with Devin,
why do you
with
think
Trump,
he would pivot
with Trump the mandatory
from
so.
you to then
he wanted to play big tough guy. He just wants to play big tough guy. He's not serious. He knows that he's not on the world level, And once and the thing is, he'd get exposed if he fought any single one of us at the top level.
If you and assume Devin Haney can work this out, the one thing we did discuss with Bill Haney, because he said you were on his Debo list, his top 10 Debo list.
But can you guys stop calling him Debo?
I'm not. That's his word. Those are his words.
No. Please stop calling him Debo.
Tell me why.
Because nobody's scared of him. Why would you be scared of somebody that has no power? When was his last knockout? Like Antonio Moran? Someone like that?
I'm happy you read that because I did bring that up to Bill Haney. And his response was,
they keep saying this power stuff, bro. The last two people, I just want to say this. The last two people that I recall getting out of the ring with Devin Haney that was saying that power stuff, one of them was Regis. He has since walked it back. The other one was Norman, and I think he since walked it back. So 8-ounce gloves, A well-trained athlete with a well-timed shot down the pipe can punch, bro. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Is Devin Haney a knockout artist? Absolutely not. Is he a big puncher? Not by boxing standards. But go ahead and let him hit you clean and then tell me how I feel after that. It's so crazy. People keep trying to make it seem like he can't punch. But Ryan Garcia was talking that shit too. And that's another one. Damn, Ryan, I forgot it was Ryan is another one. Ryan was another one. And he claimed Tank didn't hurt him, but he said Dev did. Make it make sense. That's what I'm saying, man. These people keep talking all this power this. Man, some power. He can't punch. All right. I want to see it. I want to see if he land one of them straight rights on Rolly shit. Because Rolly a little shit got some screws loose since Pitbull, Cruz, and Tank. So I don't know. I got this weird feeling that I definitely, I mean this, I definitely think Devin Haney can hurt Rolly. On everything I love, I definitely think he can hurt him. I definitely think he can hurt him. I definitely think he can make Rolly Romero like the fourth guy to walk it back about that power shit. Talking about his power. I'm telling you, every time somebody do that, they go in there and get caught. I seen that shit back to back with this dude, man. He ain't got no power. He pillow fisher. You can't punch, yo. Next thing you know, dude on the ground, Regis corner threatening to stop the fight. I'm like, bro, you ain't no way you about to stop the fight. He said he pillow fisted. Stop it for what? Telling you, man, you got to be mindful, bro. Dude, and not everybody's a puncher, but getting punched with an 8-ounce glove don't feel good. Band up, what it do, my guy? Motown was good with it. Is that 1 year? Yeah, he got a while. He got a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. He got a little bit. Yeah, I know people make the little joke about the carnival shit, but if he'd have hit that dude at the carnival with a clean shot, he would have put his ass down. I'm willing to bet you all. The only people that are saying that, I can understand boxers saying it, but he's proven at least 3 of those fighters wrong that said he couldn't punch. Fighters that train to get punched in the face for a living are walking it back. If he punched one of y'all not gonna be running around talking about I ain't feel nothing. He can't punch. Guarantee you, Devin Haney punched one of y'all civilians in your shit. You ain't gonna be running around saying he pillow fist. I can guarantee you that. So it's just a little narrative to push. People like to say it. It's funny. They make the little videos with the little squeak sound saying he can't hit. But go ahead and let him line you up and then tell me if he can punch after that. Ain't nobody trying to get punched with no 8-ounce glove.
Did you see how he stepped to Brian Norman? He said everyone was saying Brian Norman was a big puncher at 147, and he was the bully.
He literally wouldn't stop hugging Brian Norman. Please stop doing that. For real, please stop doing it. It's disrespectful to just boxing in general.
Do you believe? And he again.
Nah, I got about a 7-minute clip that was showing you who was initiating the clinches. I'm gonna play it. I hope they don't copyright me for it, but I'm gonna play it when this is over.
He says one of the reasons why he wants this fight is to show.
Why haven't they signed a contract? It's been 2 days.
Now, from my understanding, he said they did. That it was on you now.
No. Who sent the contract? Me. They have not signed the contract yet. Okay. Like I said, the Haneys are very deceitful people. They're filled with lies. Let me ask you something.
You gotta like roll.
Have I been known to be a liar in this sport?
Listen, I don't.
I'm asking you. Have I been known to be a liar in this sport?
No, I would say that's never been a rap that they.
Right.
People may say, but I think all fighters may hype some things up. No one's ever said you lied about anything. Never.
No, everyone in boxing knows I speak whatever the truth is in my heart. And like I said, if I know it hasn't been signed yet, it hasn't been signed yet. Why are we promoting a fight that's not even signed?
Have you even thought about how this fight would play out?
No.
Judah.
Devin Haney and Bill Haney suing me after he gets flatlined. Whoop-de-doo. So I lose in the favor of the judges, in the favor of the court judges.
So you believe
he having fun making jokes, talking about getting sued. Devin about to relieve you of that belt, sir. He will. I wonder. Now he making me want to see the fight. He downplaying the hell out of Devin wins. I want to see, making me want to see it. I'm not gonna lie. Rolly has made me want to see this fight. It's some intrigue there. And I just don't care what nobody talking about. They can complain, not like it. I watch this fight. I really sit down and watch this joint. Because, you know, Rolly, as long as he's upright, he's dangerous. But I believe Devin is on, skillfully a higher level, clearly. And I think he'll be able to display that. And, you know, how he'll go about taking chances against a guy like Rolly would be interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, you don't want to make the mistake. The dude is rough. He don't care if he land the elbows or whatever. Rolly will get a little physical in there if he need to. So it'll be interesting to see what range the fighters fought at with Dev, try to keep him on the outside. Or would he be willing to go inside with the clinch and try to work in the clinch, how he was doing in certain spots with Brian Norman, which made that fight interesting. So I'm with this. I'm with this. ASAP, what's good? What he said? Rolly might not make 47. I think he'll make it. I think he good. I think he be straight. I think he good. He say he gonna have fun. Yeah, he say he gonna have fun with Rolly. May 30th.
Devin Haney,
so look,
you guys get in the
this interview was a little bit before those tweets. So I just want to let y'all know. So you hear what Rolly's saying. Like, this was prior to that. So since then is, you know, he said he's gonna have fun with Rolly. You know what I'm saying? Indicating that he said they're gonna fight. He said things said May 30th. I think that's the day he threw out there. So I want to see it. Mason, he just did an interview and he said, you know, he just pretty much waiting for what's next. You know what I mean? Training. Because somebody asked him an update. So he didn't give like no dates or none of that. He just basically waiting what's next. I wouldn't be surprised that dude gets some type of title defense. I ain't gonna say homecoming for sure, but wouldn't be surprised if it's something within that vein, possibly. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it being on unification and nothing like that. How people be speculating, but I can see him definitely getting a title defense. Maybe voluntary, who knows? I don't know. I seen the footage of Devin piecing up Rolly. Yeah, he was piecing Rolly ass up in sparring. Yeah, he's piecing his ass up in sparring. Cordina might be next. Oh, yeah. I did hear a report about Joe Cordina possibly being the next fight for Abdullah Mason. But he didn't say that. He didn't put that out there.
We shall see. Whatever God wants.
I did hear that.
If God wants this will happen. If God wants that, it will happen. Anything that God wants is going to happen.
And what do you want?
Hey, I want to point this out too. Out of all the fighters that be saying, you know, God this and God that, I'm not knocking Rolly. He's pretty consistent with his message. He seemed like he's changed for the better. It's a more sense of calm with Rolly. I don't know if it's the losses. I don't know if it's the age. I don't know what it is. But it's a little different. It's something a little different about Rolly that I could appreciate. You get what I'm saying? He's pretty mellow. Like, you get me? He seemed like an honest dude too. So, I mean, he's a jokester and a clown, but I think he's a pretty honest dude. He seemed pretty solid, man. Let's keep rolling.
Whatever God wants.
Okay, got it.
I am completely submitted to the Lord my God, Jesus Christ. And if Jesus Christ wants me to be victorious, he will make me victorious. And if he doesn't want me to be victorious, I will not be victorious.
Okay.
It does not matter.
You got it.
None of that matters. You guys look at boxing as like this or that. Just enjoy the fight. Just watch. Enjoy everything. People want to do everything. People want to just speculate stuff.
Okay. So we had Ryan Garcia as well on The Last Stand. I asked him to respond to a statement that you had made where you said he had wasted months of your life negotiating a rematch only to walk away to face Barrios. His response was, listen, that's just Rolly talking. He did the same to me. He said when he went.
And real quick, I don't think Rolly is chinny. I think he been having some crazy weight cuts too. I ain't gonna lie. I think he been having some crazy weight cuts, and I think he a lot better suited up at 47. You can see a strong filled out Rolly. Like, look, he looks solid against you know, you get what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia. Good performance throughout. You know what I'm saying? I think the weight cuts was killing him. And, you know, I think that shit messed with obviously punch resistance when you cutting all that weight. If you ever listen to Rolly tell you how much weight he was cutting, you would definitely know it was the weight cuts. I understand what you're saying, why you would think it's chinny. But for me, in my opinion, I think it's the weight cuts that be getting rolled.
No.
Someone else.
No. Listen to me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna explain to you what the deal was, right?
Damon, you a fool.
So me and Ryan fought, and he had to rematch Haney no matter what, and then we had an automatic rematch clause after the Haney fight. He decided not to fight Haney for whatever reason, or they decided not to fight each other. That has nothing to do with me. That's why I kept helping them promote the rematch. I think Devin should get his fight because he was gonna get his fight. But for some reason, they decided not to take it, which made no sense to me at all. So now it was me and Ryan doing our rematch, and we had everything set up. We had even a side bet. We had the venue. We had everything set up, all the splits, all the purses, and everything. We even had a side bet for 5% of a pay-per-view split to the winner. And he decided not to do it the last moment. So do not put any lies on my name about anything. I speak the truth. I do not need a lie because I have nothing to lie about.
What do you think about it? And again, as he talked about when we had the conversation, he said, I didn't take the fight seriously. I was drinking. I didn't train.
He said he only trained 2 months for the fight, but he was getting ready for that Japanese dude, Ampo in Japan, right? And then he was getting ready to fight Pitbull, right? And then we signed the fight on January 20th. Okay. I don't know. We can do some basic math, but January 20th to May 2nd is how long? Is it 2 months? Is it 3 months? The dude was training. He was training. He could say what? He said his hand was broken, but wasn't there a video of him acting like he was me going to nah, hitting him with both hands? The dude sucks. He just sucks.
What did you think about?
Stop promoting these false fighters.
What did you think about his performance against Barrios? And do you ever see
Barrios is clearly way, and when I mean way, if I'm big for 47, can you imagine how big Barrios is? Barrios passed out. I heard Barrios passed out 3 times making the weight. He had to dip himself in a hot tub for the last pound 3 different times for 1 pound.
You hear that shit?
Wow.
Hear that
shit?
It was
the same rank.
They know these dudes be big as hell, bro. Big as hell. And then they try to act like when somebody is catching on to the fact that you're a big ass dude and you blow up in between fights and get heavy as hell and rehydrate big, they try to run this narrative that you scared. No. If you could say I'm scared because I'm concerned about you not outweighing me 20 and 25 pounds, then I can say you scared by wanting a 20 to 25 pound advantage, or anybody that has that type of weight advantage, right? That got to kill themselves passing out multiple times to make weight. That shit is bogus as hell, bro. Dudes be big as hell doing that shit. You seen it with Jaime Munguia. You get what I'm saying? Passed out, then they're passing out, trying to make weight. Shit crazy, bro. Shit's crazy. Shout out to Thrill Hill, man. What's good with it, bro?
Garcia that fought me. It's just Ryan Garcia. I got Ryan Garcia's number no matter what happens. But I can't say that because then he won't fight me and then I will never get that belt.
You don't think he'll ever have a rematch with you again?
Who knows? If he has no other choice, he has to. But like I said, all these fighters, they all play big tough guy, but it ain't no fun when I got the gun now.
That's a really interesting.
Hey, nah, Big Rolo talking crazy. Big Rolo said these guys act big and tough, but it ain't no fun when I got the gun. Yeah, it wasn't no fun when Barroso was in there too. We remember this picture. Big Watch Barroso. We remember this joint. Rolly funny as hell though, man. Gotta love it, man. This dude is a funny dude, man. Said ain't no fun when I got the gun.
Because another guy, Manny Pacquiao, 4 months.
He's
months.
wasted. How many times did he call me out?
Yes, I was going to say, and nearly agreed.
My time as well. Ryan wasted my time. Pacquiao wasted my time. Conor Ben wasted my time. There's another unnamed fighter that I'm not gonna say who, but wasted my time as well. Like I said, stop promoting these false fighters. I have no reason to lie.
Why do you believe, man?
Hey, man, Big Rolo said y'all out here ducking smoke, bro. What's going on, man? Say it ain't. So he said, I have no reason to lie. Stop promoting false fighters. So y'all ducking smoke with Big Rolo behind the scenes is crazy, yo. Here, Brian don't know what the hell to say to this dude. He like, man, what the hell, man? Rolly a dad, man. He a damn trip, ain't he? Man, it's crazy, yeah. You can't tell him he wasn't elevated, damn it. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? Big Broly be like, I'm a 3-division champion in 19 fights. Name another 3-division champion in 19 fights. Yo, you gotta hear when Big Broly start talking his shit. He be like, name another, name another. Name another three-time world champion in 19 fights. Broly be like, man, ain't nobody doing what I'm doing. Yeah, they just stripped Johnny back. Shout out to L Dub, the plug. He had dropped that in the chat earlier. Shout out to Rose. Appreciate you. Man, that's funny.
Manny Pacquiao at the last for all of a sudden pivots and goes to
He wanted more. He wanted more money because he can't sell anymore. You can say whatever you want, but the thing is, it was weird with Manny because, like I said, they're super adamant on making the fight, but they never wanted to do. And I'm like, bro, like we tried and tried and tried, and he still didn't want to do it. But then they go use my name and my likeness over and Rolly, we're gonna fight Rolly, we're gonna fight Rolly, we're gonna fight. I'm like, and me, honestly, I didn't want to fight Pacquiao.
Rolly saying people using his name and likeness in 2026 is insane, bro. Things that you could never have predicted in 2026.
I didn't want to fight him. I didn't care for the fight. We had the two options. We had Ryan or we had Pacquiao. I wanted to go fight Ryan because Pacquiao, the problem with Pacquiao is I was never going to get my credit. There was nothing in it for me. If I would have knocked out Pacquiao, would they have put me in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. Maybe
it's a hell of a name to put on your
maybe,
but it doesn't matter. They would have made some whatever reason to say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame or whatever."
Rolly talking about being in the Hall of Fame is crazy.
Like I said, they all play big tough guy until it's time to put a pen to the paper.
Oh shit! Rolly said everybody ducking smoke. He said he put the pressure on y'all. He said he sent Bill with them the contract. Bill went to go get milk and ain't came back yet. Hey, Hano's clan, man. What's up, man? Is this fight happening May 30th or what? Dave said he about to play with Rolly. This should be a fun fight, bro. Ill Status was good with it, man. This is funny, man. I gotta love this, man. Since that like he was trying to fight Pac and they left you for a bigger Floyd fight. Nah, he was putting out the statements though. He was saying it like he didn't want to fight Pacquiao because he's an old legend. He was putting that out. He was like he wouldn't want to fight. Word up, he was doing that. He definitely was being honest about that. I mean, he had some respect for Senator Manuel Pacquiao. You gotta call him Senator Manuel. You know what I'm saying? In his older age, he's Senator Manuel. Oh man, even though he ain't make it, but we still gonna call him that, Senator Manuel Pacquiao.
you talked about
You know what
one
I'm
of the
saying? Hey,
things too.
Jay,
You
y'all
said,
here
"Hey,
tripping.
look, Manny Pacquiao
Rolly
went for a
said,
bigger
deduct the
payday. The
smoke,
man is
bro.
broke." You really think all of those fights, all of those millions upon millions of dollars that Manny Pacquiao is financially hurting?
Why else is he fighting? Like I said, like, but I don't want to talk about the dude. He wasted my time. They literally wasted my time.
I'll say this: they didn't make no official announcement, but the date that I heard both fighters speak on was May 30th. Rolly said something about May 30th, and then Devin said in a tweet, they like Jay say he gonna play with him May 30th. So that's the date they throwing out there. Is early, but I mean, I don't see why this fight shouldn't happen because they obviously not fighting Ryan Garcia now, and I think that fight could be on the back burner and potentially be even bigger for him. So I kind of hope they do
As
fight. I
well.
would like to see this. Rolly talk
All
a
of
good
them
game. I want to
wasted
see how he
my
approached the fight
time.
with Devin when he get outboxed. What he do? If he can stay,
By the way, give me your thoughts.
committed
What do you
to
think,
trying to get him,
Manny and
or
Floyd
if he gonna be
2?
mentally
Is it a fight you're
jacked.
interested in? Does it interest you at all?
Floyd wins. And I mean, whatever happens, happens. It's meant to be. Whoever God wants to win is going to win. But like, I mean, what would be the difference than the first fight? Was there really anything different that Pacquiao could have did?
No, now, many will say, "Hey, look, my shoulder was messed up. I had surgery right after that fight."
Yeah, Ryan Moran said his hand was messed up with me. They all say whatever when
That's true. It's a good point. No, that's a good point. I hear what you say.
If you, I'm gonna explain to you about the whole Manny Pacquiao shoulder thing. When your shoulder is torn, right? Let me explain something to you real quick. When your shoulder is torn, after you cannot lift your hands above your head.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was hearing people
Okay,
say that.
and he lifted his hands above his head after the fight, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was his shoulder torn? No. Anyone can go over there and take a picture like they had surgery or whatever.
Not his coloring book. You're crazy.
If that's the case, and Floyd is
not his coloring book. Yeah, Rolly gonna make you eat your words, David. You know what I'm saying?
this is a professional
Tato's
fight.
playing
He's
Big
coming
Rolly
back.
coming for
There've been a
y'all,
number
man.
of, obviously lawsuits that's filed. Do you believe what people were writing and saying that Floyd then is financially, after all that money he's made, that's the reason why he's fighting and coming back professionally now?
I mean, bro, there's a lot of stuff going on with that stuff, but like I said, I can't really tell because I truly don't even know. I don't know. Floyd is a man of many, many surprises, So.
Are you still under Mayweather Promotions?
No, I'm not under Mayweather Promotions, but I mean, dude, everything Floyd has done for me, man, I appreciate everything that Floyd has done for me. Every little thing he's done for me, and in reality, Floyd done saved me when I was homeless, and he doesn't even realize it. And he truly doesn't realize it. It was July 31st, but in reality, it was August 1st, and August 1st, 2017, and yeah, he saved my life. And then in reality, the reason I got closer to God again, he had a big impact on that as one. He doesn't even realize it.
That's dope.
So
that's dope.
May God bless Floyd always.
That's good. I like that. You have a mandatory.
You said, man, he broke my hell know what's going on with Floyd. Yeah, he know not to talk crazy, Jay. He don't got that same loyalty to man. He's Senator Manuel. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, what else is he fighting with Floyd? He ain't gonna go there. And just like Ray Davis is saying, like, he seemed like he's frustrated with the wheels not turning, and he don't want to throw them under the bus. Kind of, sort of. So he placing blame strictly on the fighters. Like, I've never heard somebody say it's Rollies. I never heard him speak about somebody using his name and likeness. That was wild. Somebody like Manny Pacquiao is crazy for him to think like that. But these boxers is something different, man.
guy named Shakram Garcia, who's unbeaten.
Nah, hell no. Rolly ain't gonna take no PDs and hell nah. He gonna fight him straight up.
He's been the WBA mandatory for nearly 3 years. He told the World Boxing News, quote, talking about you, Rolly. He said he hasn't agreed to our fight yet. I think it's just a matter of time, though, because I know I'm ready to fight him, but he's not. I hope he finally accepts the fight with me and stops
Rolly's an
acting cowardly.
overachiever, boxing build.
Your response to Shakram Garcia?
I mean, was bigger, Unification or dealing with some dude I never heard of?
Hey man, Rolly all grown up. This is Rolly all grown up, man. He ain't eating crayons no more, man. It's magic markers now. You know what I'm saying? It's magic markers. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more crayons. He upgraded to magic markers and colored pencils, B. You get me? You know what I'm saying? He got colored pencils now. Rolly nice and mature, mellowed out. You know what I mean? He a different guy, bro. I can't lie. He made a good point right there, man. What's bigger? Unification or fight somebody I don't know? You might not know him, but those be the guys that be the dangerous fights. I know who Shakram Garcia is, but I do like this version of Rolly. Not a lot more reserved and laid back. He comes across as honest like this. He not overselling with none of the answers.
By the way, you've never heard of him either because you hadn't even said his name yet. It's Geosolve.
So yes.
Bro, okay. He's the one that gave away his title shot against Boots. He gave it away for some step aside money. Did he not? Okay. I don't know. I want to go for
Rolly got
Unification.
Rolly on point right now.
So what's bigger?
Yeah.
And on top of that,
like
too,
this version
I didn't
of
do
Rolly,
anything
man.
because we had an automatic
I gotta
rematch
figure out what's
clause with
going on
Ryan,
with my
anyways.
voice, man. Voice keep going in and
So
out. What's going on?
he has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, stop taking them Crayolas. You get me?
This is just my opinion. I've always wanted to ask
Magic
you
Mock,
this, Rolly.
permanent.
I feel
Next
like
step, permanent marker.
after the
Black
Barroso and the Pit Bull fight, it felt like a number of fighters were like, man, I want to fight Rolly Romero. I want to fight Rolly Romero. And then after you beat Ryan, not so much. Nobody was like calling you out, so to speak, like they were before. Why do you think that? Why is that?
You know, I'll tell you something, right? And God done revealed it to me. It was on December 27th of 2023. I didn't fight people till March 30th. Right, and God revealed it to me 2 years later. So even on then, right? God revealed it to me January 11th of 2026, right? So just recently. But I was taking cyanide that was poisoning my body. On top of that, too, I should not have been at those weight classes anymore. I could not make the weight, and it's clear. It's clear. I did not look like nobody says.
Cyanide is crazy.
Rayo Valenzuela punches harder than Rolly Romero. Nobody says he's a better boxer than Rolly Romero. Nobody says he's more explosive or better defensively or whatever. Better feet, anything. But how was he able to beat Pitbull really with no effort?
Nah,
Nobody says that, right?
Nah, we're not gonna do that. Ryo, more polished boxer, I think, than you are. That's why he was able to beat Pitbull like that. You say, Rolly, you not known for defense. You get hit. I ain't saying you get hit just easily, but nah. Ryo beat him because he had the right kind of game plan and he beat him. You know what I'm saying? He boxed him the right way. You was getting clipped with this shit that he couldn't land on Ryo. So you could sit here and say that Ryo ain't better than you defensively and don't got more power and explosiveness, but he beat Pitbull ass. He made it look easy. You was talking about, a happy Easter egg.
Why do you think Devin Haney is so cautious as a fighter, bro? Well, how come he doesn't have knockouts?
You know, it really comes down to his inferior genetics. He has a very weak body Like I said, clearly, and you could just tell, even by the way I walked through, I looked like I was completely off. Am I right? Sometimes it's not your day, but I will tell you like this. Just as it happened on Easter, because Easter was the very next day,
Look, he
God
talking
done
about it.
crucified me. And then I was reborn again. So that's how I feel. It was necessary. My old self had to die so I can grow and become the man I was meant to become.
And you say you were taking cyanide. What? Like
I will
poison?
Poison. I will go into that in another interview.
It was something you were eating, or
it was it was poison. But
Yeah, I
regardless,
don't know what he talking about.
and I took it for 2 years. From December 27th of 2023. The irony of that day too. You want to know the crazy irony of that day?
Cyanide for 2 years? What the hell?
That was the day that I decided I was going to grow closer to God, and that very next week I started reading the Bible. And the day that I got released out of my prison was the day that I truly gave my whole life to God. Where I realized truly what it meant to be a Christian. And how much Jesus truly loves me, how he loves you, and how he loves everyone watching this. And he sacrificed himself for us. Just because we are imperfect and we are broken, but he loves us because we are broken.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth.
He said he in the Wizard of Oz.
How do you believe this has helped you? Obviously, you know, when you go through something like this personally, it makes you a better person. How do you think it has made you a better fighter?
I came to realization, and I pinpointed all my successes in my career and all my failures. Every single day, every single fight, every bad day I had in sparring, it all comes down to where I was with God. My life, my career, everything is revolved around where I was with Christ. When I strayed away, Christ, my life became a failure. When I grew closer, God's been so fruitful, I cannot even comprehend. And I can pinpoint that to every moment of my career and every moment of my life. Jesus has done a special thing
That's my
in my life.
Yo, you just read my thoughts. Jay, you a fool, bro.
I really can't even explain. I could tell you every testimony, every single moment, but we'll be here for hours and hours and hours because of how beautiful God's been to my life.
Have you passed any of this good knowledge on to like some of your fellow fighters at all?
Yeah, right.
You're struggling through with some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a bunch of fighters right now. Right now I got a bunch of fighters that we're all doing an online Bible study right now. Well, and we're all doing a Bible study on Zoom every Sunday at 2 p.m. You know, and we got some dudes. I'm hearing Keyshawn Davis wants to join it, so I mean he's been telling me so.
That's fantastic. I like that.
Yeah, I've been helping out a lot of
Bible
fighters
study.
just grow
Okay, on
closer to
Sundays
Christ,
on
and
Zoom at 2 p.m. Okay, Big Rolo.
it's been beautiful, you know, and I know
Bible study
especially a lot
at
of people around
Rollies.
me.
You
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying?
I completely changed. Like, look at what was today. Boom, 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 boom. It's been 39 weeks since, you know, I mean, I've been with a woman, which is, you know,
Damn.
which is kind of hard for somebody of my status.
Somebody count up 39 weeks. How long is that, man? My math ain't the best. So 39 weeks without being with a woman. What's your end goal, bro? Like what you
That's right. I don't
you know
curse
saying?
anymore.
Like,
I
all
mean,
right, bro. I was with you
I've
until
done a
that
whole
39
interview now. I'm
weeks. You
not cursed,
post.
right?
You on your
That's
own
true.
with that
That's
shit.
true. I can
39
the Holy
weeks.
Spirit done really changed my life, and it's the truth.
Nah, but yeah,
But
that's too
I had to let
funny.
Christ
Is that
come
old
into my
baby?
heart.
Nah. 8,
And
9
truly,
months, 50
and
million dollars.
honestly, going through everything that I had
Tripping.
went through in those 2 years I was telling you with the poison, it's I'll be honest with you, I cried in those 2 years over 200 times.
Wow.
Every single day I'd break down and I'd freak out. I just I don't know I had no control. It was that day a valve
Yeah,
was
that's
open
crazy
on me.
behind the hands. I'm telling you.
Like the valve to
World
my
champion,
emotions were
from
open up
world
and I
champion
couldn't
to
close it anymore.
Pastor
My whole
Romero.
body, I could not control my thoughts. I couldn't control anything. And it's crazy because that was the exact
Blunt,
day.
my dog. What's good with it,
That
Blunt?
was the
How you
exact
feeling,
day, and
bro?
I know it was the exact day because something else significant happened to me that day, and that's the reason I decided to follow Christ. It's incredible, and the person who told me that about the poison in my life was actually Christ.
Frequent. They said y'all ducking smoke, man. Big Rolo said John want no smoke, man. He said Bill Haney went to go get milk. He ain't
moment
seen him
of
since.
honestly my most vulnerable and shameful moment I've ever experienced in my life.
Dang.
And I heard his voice, and he released me out of my prison when I truly surrendered.
That's why Rolly
I
different,
think,
man.
obviously people hearing this and seeing this can learn a lot from your testimony.
Interesting.
And I go back to one thing when we saw each other, I think it was last year in Miami. I think some people probably be surprised because it was you, it was me, and it was Gervonta. And you guys were like, "Hey, how you doing? How's da 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 da? Hey, I'm in Miami. Let's get together. Let's work out together. Let's blah 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 blah." And I'm curious, listening to you, have you ever like reached out to him and say, "Hey, man, I know what you're going through. I've had some similar, maybe not the same thing you're going through, but something somewhat similar," and kind of offered any advice or things of that nature?
I have so much love for Gervonta. It's unbelievable the amount of love I have for him. Everything that he's gone through, Gervonta is not a bad dude.
Right.
I know. I could see it in the soul. He's not somebody who will sit down and plot on you. He's a person who you can tell he's just a reactive person. He has no hate he has no true evil in his heart. I truly believe he's a good man. And I know he'll get through this all.
You know what? Why I could rock with that message and him saying that about Tank, because at a time where he could have took shots, pick him while he down, any of that, he ain't do it. He just say he believe in his heart of hearts, he a good dude. And look, I've heard that very same thing about Tank. You know what I mean? He is reactive, he is a good person and stuff like that. Big heart, look out for people. So you hear some of those things. It's just cool that that Rolly was able to I guess spot that in Tank Davis. I ain't mad at it. I don't think so. Yeah. Facts. Think he got trust issues, Blunt. I really do. John Wick, what it do? He was 20 minutes behind. You
It
got
appears
speed
that
up, man. Y'all got to
he and
speed up, man.
Pitbull
Hit the like
are
button.
going to try. They're going to
Up
try
to
to
the
work it out and get these
That's good.
guys to fight. Probably it looks like this summer. So
That'd be a great fight.
What do you think? How do you think it?
I will for sure be there.
What do you think about that one? Who do you think
He one
would
of the
have
few people that
obviously,
like Tank.
Gervonta's obviously beating him once with one hand because he hurt his hand.
And he did hurt his hand because trust me, I was the one that was supposed to fight him, and I knew about it.
Yeah. So how do you think the second go around will go?
Gervonta has a very high ring IQ. He has very high ring IQ. So we'll see. People, let's see how People's not a big dude at 40 either. So it's like in reality, they're both 35 pounders, and maybe this extra weight might actually help Gervonta too.
It's interesting.
Remember this, Gervonta was already champ at 40.
Right. That's true. Yep. Yes. That's a good point. How long do you think you'll be at 147? Because you talk about being a big dude. You're a big guy. When you're in the ring, you're looking like, man, that is a big, strong 147 pounder. How long will you be there before you go to 154, which all of a sudden has become like one of the hottest divisions in the sport of boxing?
Who knows? How do I know I don't have? Who knows? I might retire boxing after my next fight, or after my fight after that, or after my fight after that. I don't make
Man,
no
Rolly,
plan. It's whatever
sometimes,
God
bro,
is.
I be with you, but damn, you gotta start with them damn dumbass answers, though, bro. Like, dude sitting up here trying to have a conversation with you up here. I might be trying to my next hand. I get it to a degree, but bro, man, you could do better than that with some of these answers, though. Sometimes, bro, you over there, bro, like you fresh off a split, man.
That's for my
You
life.
been in the ashtray,
God tells me it's
bro, man. Yeah, man, he been in them edibles, man. Rolly off them edibles, man. Rolly off them edibles, bro. I know an edible. I know the edible voice when I hear it. Rolly had an edible before he did this interview. That man don't got a care in the world. That man looked straight into the camera and said, I think Gervonta Davis is a good guy. I got love for him. He doesn't have any hate in his heart, I just feel like he's a good guy. He's gonna get through this all. Like, yeah. Rolly under the influence. I don't care if it's a gym, I don't care if it's a workout high. He got something. I don't care. He just did the workout. You know how you work out, they say you get the little natural high when you work out. He got that going on or something, bro. Some type of influence, bro. Bro looked in the can. I think he's a great guy. I know that edible voice when I hear him. Yeah, Reef. Broly been in them damn edibles, man. Said AK, whatever they tell me to do. Bro got the best therapist on earth. He's so damn chill though. All jokes aside, I like the energy though. He chilling. He a
time
funny
for me to
guy
get
though.
out of boxing. Whether I have a belt or not, I'm leaving. There's nothing that is keeping me here in boxing other than the fact that I do want to be on the. I do want to make it to the Hall of Fame.
Oh shit, he want to make it to the Hall of Fame. I never knew that. I never knew he cared about that. Who would have thought in 2026, Rolly said, y'all out here ducking smoke, y'all clout chasing, y'all using his name and his likeness, y'all really don't be wanting to fight, y'all out here wasting his time. Tank a good dude, he really like him. Bro, Rolly done turned over a new leaf, bro. Rolly done turned over a new leaf, man. Shout out to Big Rolo, man.
Intention of boxing or any of that other stuff. But at the end of it, I urge each and every one of you guys to first enjoy me while I'm here and learn from me as much as you can, because I will not be here forever. And the day that I am gone, everyone will be like, what would Rolly say? What would Rolly do? Rolly wouldn't know what to say. Rolly wouldn't know what to do. Yes, you're all going to miss me.
What?
I do agree with that. That part, absolutely, I agree with that. How many times you want to fight this year?
What the hell?
No, 2.
Okay.
I think at the club, everyone wants to fight twice a year, but
yeah.
I couldn't fight. I couldn't fight twice a year anyway, and more back to what I was saying earlier too. For some reason, all those fights, they all had the hots for me, but just kept getting pushed back because God knew I shouldn't have been fighting. And now, truly, God, I'm telling you, God just kept pushing it back over and over and over again for the reason which I know the real reason now. But God does not make mistakes.
Why is the real reason? What is the real reason in your opinion?
I wasn't right. If I would have fought, I would have lost. I'm telling you guys that sincerely from my heart. I was not right. And for some reason, I had all those mega fights, but none of them fell through. And I wasn't right. God does not make mistakes. I am His sign and He will protect me always.
Did you see it just happened the other day. Clarissa Shields was on a podcast and she was talking about fighting, and she said that she could beat Rolly Romero. She said, and I think the guy came back her saying, "Oh my God, he's a power puncher. I mean, once he connects." And she said, "I'm bigger than him, and bigger guys, bigger boxers are generally going to win against smaller guys. So I have better skills than him, better boxing skills than him, and I'm bigger than him." I'm just your thoughts when you saw that clip. What did you think when you saw that?
I believe her. I believe she can beat me. Yeah, she'll knock me out.
7-0.
I think you're being facetious.
No, I'm being for. I don't hit women.
That's true. I understand that. No,
Not gonna lie, he gave a great answer. And real quick, just a little rant. I see people using this Shannon Sharp joint with Clarissa as a means, you know, the stuff she's saying about Rolly. Look, y'all, I could say I could only be as clear as I can be. I'm not a fan of her talking about fighting men because I would never want to see it. Right? But just in a male-driven sport, male-dominated, male-driven sport, man, where the ladies got to fight tooth and nail, I feel like part of you being a boxer is being a bit crazy and throwed off. And I think that's what that is. That's just how confident she is. Am I a fan of it, of that kind of talk? No, but I'm not going to use that as a reason not to like her and down talk her. You know what I'm saying? I seen some idiot tag me saying she overrated. She fight daycare workers. And I'm just like, yo, you misinformed, man. She fighting everybody she's supposed to fight. I don't care. I'm stamping it. She's an undefeated combat athlete in my eyes. She never even lost a fight. You can't even say that about no other combat athlete that you know of. Miss me with all the, you don't like Clarissa. This is why you don't like her. Like y'all looking for a reason not to like her. And I think somebody said it, man. I seen a video. Somebody was talking about it. Y'all looking, it's like y'all want her to be humbled so bad. But won't y'all find one of the females to do it then? Instead of sitting up taking shots at her on live streams. And she is the GOAT, bro. And you know what? I'm starting to understand why a lot of y'all dudes go at Clarissa. Because when you see who some of these guys' favorite fighters are, she everything you wish your favorite fighter was, bro. She's accomplished. You get what I'm saying? She fighting. You get what I'm saying? She making the fights. She paid. She's selling tickets. She embodies everything that you want a world champion to be. She literally went from where from what was it, 60 all the way up? This shit is just ridiculous, man. Like, she running out of competition because she beating it all. Shout out to Jay Grant. Shout out to Champ Side. It was somebody I know I seen it. Y'all want her to be humble. It was Champ Side. You want her to be humble, and I agree with it. Like you do. Like, y'all looking for a reason not to like her. So now y'all think y'all got one. You see, she don't know her place, man. Look, she can't beat no man. You think she could beat a man? No, I don't. I'm not saying I think that, and I don't even want to see it. I don't even got to entertain the conversation. But the fact that y'all launching personal attacks on this female because she said she could beat Rolly, y'all the ones that said how trash Rolly was for years. Get what I'm saying? Then when somebody, a world-class fighter, say they could beat her just because it's a female, y'all losing your mind. I ain't about to lose my mind. You heard what Rolly said. She could beat me, man. I don't hit women. Great answer, Rolly. I like it. Look, like I said, y'all, just want to be clear. I'm not a fan of that kind of talk, because I don't care to see her fight any of these men, but that's not enough for me not to like her, bro. That's like, all right, I don't like that, but I like the way she fight. I like the fact that she don't duck no smoke. I like the fact that she gonna tell you how great she is, and then she gonna show you, right? She is everything she says she is, and I just think it's some people that can't stomach that, and she's everything that you wish your favorite fighter was. I don't care what you say. That's why you mad. That's why you're looking for a chink in the armor. You see, there it is right there. See, she thinks she could beat men. She don't even fight nobody. Saying she don't fight nobody is like telling me you don't know shit about boxing. She fighting exactly who she's supposed to be fighting. She went as high as heavyweight, chasing smoke. She chased Savannah Savannah Marshall, the girl that tried to build her career off an amateur win that she never got, chased her to the UK, smoked her ass, and then she continued to run laps around these people. And I want to say this, and I'm stamping it. In no world, in no universe, in no world is Katie Taylor a better fighter than Clarissa Shields. Knock it off. Knock it off. Clarissa Shields don't have close calls and, you know, need to get bailed out by the judges and shit like that. And she undefeated. Last time I checked, Katie Taylor took a loss and got some debatable wins. She got some debatable wins. Get what I'm saying? So I rock with the group, man. I think she's doing what she's supposed to be doing, and she's doing it the right way, man. Big Dre was good with it. Big Drop Dre in the building. So she said she gonna fight her too. So I ain't tripping on that. She said that fight coming up next too. So I'm gonna sit back, and as long as she do that, that's everybody to me. You get me? It's the only true fight that I really wanna see. You know what I mean? Her fight Shadeja, and she said she gonna do it, so I'm cool with it. Let's keep rolling, man.
I'm just. Did you shake your head, or did you say why out of all the names that you pull your name out of the hat?
No. I believe her. I truly believe she can beat me.
Yeah, interesting. Give me your ultimate goal. Because you said you wanted to unify, but what is Rolly Romero's ultimate goal in this? I mean, do you want to be undisputed at a certain way? What's your ultimate goal? Because you've talked about Hall of Fame. What's your ultimate goal?
To see how many souls I can bring to Christ.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only goal
in the sport of boxing, though.
In the sport of boxing as well.
Okay.
That's the only thing left for me. That's literally the only thing left for me in boxing.
But you said to get to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, obviously. But what does the Hall of Fame glorify? Me. I want to glorify Christ. You understand?
Yeah.
What so I can have another, so I can put it on and be like, I did this, I did that, I did this. I'm this person, I'm that. Am I supposed to idolize myself? Yeah, we have ambitions and everything. Yeah, it would be great, but Christ would give it to me.
Are there fighters who you really want to fight like this? Before I step away, as you've talked about from the sport, these are guys I want to share the ring with.
No.
Got it.
There's nobody I truly care to share the ring with. Nobody.
Man,
as we wrap this up, I just wanted to get some final thoughts from you. Ryan Garcia, because I know he'll see this. What is Rolly Romero's message to Ryan Garcia?
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know.
What am I supposed to say? I don't know. Why didn't you call me out?
Come on, Rolly. Don't make the interview weird, bro. This Brian Custer that's interviewing you, bro. Like, come on, man. You got one of the best people in the business interviewing you. You got to give him something more than that, bro. What the hell you mean you don't know what you supposed to say? What's your message to him? Damn, bro. And then you get in an interview, a different one, and say something else. Like, then you'll actually say something. You been a little too, like, all right, bro. All right, the edibles need to wear off or something, bro. Like, that ain't a good answer, man. What's your message? Do you want that rematch? Like, I mean, would you want to fight him? He got a title, like you said. Are you more interested in the You get what I'm saying? Give some boxer answers, bro. I don't want to share the ring with nobody. You just said you want to make the Hall of Fame. You said that. How you gonna make the Hall of Fame without fighting nobody? You don't want to share the ring with nobody, but you gonna be in the Hall of Fame. That's all. I don't want to give him, But come on, Rolly, you gotta do a little bit better than that, bro. Man, is that he like, man? What am I supposed to say? So what you want to say? Is he shook or what? He scared of you or what? Talk crazy.
What am I supposed to say? I already beat him with no effort.
With no effort.
Literally with zero effort, I beat him.
How you beat him with
And
zero
honestly,
effort?
I didn't beat him. It was God that beat him.
Was it
Oh
easier
nah.
than you thought?
All
Because
right,
so many
Rolly.
people said,
Okay, hey, Rolly. I'm with you. I promise you, I'm with you. But don't overdo it. Now you didn't beat him. God beat him. Like, don't start, yo. I'm with you, but don't start. Just don't start, man. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Give all glory to God. I'm with that. But bro, you beat him with no effort, and now you didn't beat him. God beat him. Like, all right, Rolly. All right, don't make it weird. All right, trying to enjoy this interview, bro. What's he talking about? You needed some effort to beat Ryan Garcia, G. Like I ain't trying to hear that. You could try to say it was easy all you want. That shit wasn't easy like that, man. Cornelius, what's good, player? How you feeling, man? Man, he say about to do 50 pay-per-view buys. This dude got selling shit, man. They're not doing this. They gotta get Rolly off the
man,
edibles,
he's
y'all.
explosive, the left hook, he's fast, he's what was that victory? Did you was it surprising to you when you finished like this is
No, I knew exactly how that fight was going to play out. The exact outcome. And you can ask. I looked off when I was in that car. I looked like I was like a little kid in a garden. And I sat right before I walked out, or right before they put
Man,
me in that car, before they sent my whole team ahead. It was me, my photographer, which is my big brother
little
Sean,
kid in the
and
garden.
my little
Man,
brother
what's
Joseph
going
Brown,
on? Is we
and my
still talking
security
about
EJ.
boxing?
And I sat down. I mean, I'm over there. I say, murder, 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 kill, kill, kill. I was actually injured. I had pulled my shoulder nasty in the back room when I was warming up, and you could watch all the videos of Ellie was in the back. You were recording the whole time. I was getting massaged. Who gets massaged before a fight? Have you ever heard
Everybody.
about that? You don't do that.
right?
What?
You don't. Why was I getting massaged? I was injured.
Man, I'm confused. What are we talking about right now? Nah, he just took me for one. Bro said something about a little kid in the garden, sent his team ahead, and then yo. All right, Rolly, bro. All right, man. Stay out of grandma medicine cabinet, bro. Like, I don't know where you been. Where is he at, bro? Blink twice if everything is all right, bro. This Brett, man, he getting his TO on right now. He just took me through one. Where he just take us, bro? Where is he? I'm serious. Where did he just take us? He just said he was like a little kid in the garden, and it's no way. Hold on, there's no way we're gonna let this slip. Hold on, I gotta run it back. What the hell? But just I gotta put my ears back on for this.
So,
What'd he say?
yeah, we have ambitions and everything. Yeah, it'd be great, but Christ would give it to me.
Are there fighters who you you really want to fight like this? Before I step away, as you've talked about from the sport, these are guys I want to share the ring with.
No.
Got it.
There's nobody I truly care to share the ring with. Nobody.
As we wrap this up, I just wanted to get some final thoughts from you.
Brian Custer on the ropes, man. He tried to get the people something, but Rolly over here being Rolly, man.
Ryan Garcia, because I know he'll see this. What
He taking us through
Rolly
there, damn. I don't
Romero's
know where he took us, but
message
we there.
to Ryan Garcia?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know.
What am I supposed to say? I don't know. Why didn't you call me out? I don't know. What am I supposed to say? I already beat him with no effort. Literally with zero effort, I beat him. And honestly, I didn't beat him. It was God that beat him.
Was it easier than you thought? because so many people said, man, he's explosive, the left hook, he's fast, he's what was that victory? Did you was it surprising to you when you finished like this is
No, I knew exactly how that fight was going to play out. The exact outcome. And you can ask. I looked off when I was in that car. I looked like I was like a little kid in a garden. And I sat right before I walked out, or right before they put me in that car, before they sent my whole team ahead. It was me,
Did
my
that car
photographer, which
have
is my big
a
brother
jacket
Sean,
with no
and
arms?
my little brother Joseph
Like, what
Brown,
little car did
and
they
my
put you
security
in? Like,
EJ. And I
I'm
sat
trying to
down.
understand you, bro. But the way you spacing and the way you just went, I was a little kid in the garden, bro. What's happening right now? Like, what? What kind of little car? Did it come with a white jacket with no arms? Like, let me know. Like, bro. Bro talking like he just got kidnapped and stuff. He's like, hey, I was a little kid in the garden in that car, and you know, like, nah, we don't know, bro. I ain't never heard nothing like this before. Damn, bro.
My whole team ahead. It was
Mike
me,
Kirkland, what's good,
my
bro? How you feeling?
photographer, which is my big brother Sean, and my little brother Joseph Brown, and my security EJ. And I sat down. I mean, I'm over there. I said, murder, 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 kill, kill, kill. I was actually injured.
Yeah, I don't get
I
it.
had pulled my.
Nah, I put my ears on that time. I hear them, but it just don't make a whole lot of sense. Like, I don't know how we went from like not wanting to share the ring to nobody to like feeling like a little kid in the garden in the back of the car, and then you went from that to murder, murder, kill, kill. Like, what is? Yeah, hope that is maybe this the edibles wearing off.
Shoulder nasty in the back room when I was warming up, and you could watch all the videos of Ellie was in the back. You were recording the whole time. I was getting massaged. Who gets massaged before a fight?
So that's not regular getting massages before the fight? I thought that was regular.
Ever heard about that? You don't do that.
right?
You don't. Why was I getting massaged? I was injured. And God spoke to me, and I heard his audible voice.
Oh, he doing it, yo.
God, I was like, murder, 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 kill, kill, kill. And God, I say always before every fight. And I say, God, I'm worried about my shoulder. Instantly, I hear his audible voice, and he says, you're not going to need it. I'm like, because, you know, the first time I heard his voice since I was homeless, the day before Floyd saved my life, I was homeless. The first time I heard his voice was July 31st. But he had,
and I was with you, Rolly,
he said, you're not going to need it. And I'm like, but I want to win. And then he says, you're going to win and you're not going to knock him out. I'm like, okay. No, he says, you're going to win. You're going to come out completely unharmed. I'm like, okay. And he says, but you're not going to knock him out. At that moment, I'm like,
I quit.
They're promoting this stupid rematch. I have one arm. I'm going to outbox this dude with one arm. I'm not going to knock him out. They're going to give me a decision. I'm like, okay, God. I surrender myself. After this fight, I will live my life for you.
Interesting.
After that, it's crazy. The irony in everything is I give my thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Right after that, the very next day, I got put to the test. And I didn't lose. I suffered 3 deaths. I lost the 2 women I've loved most in my whole entire life.
I guess I'll say this because I'll be trying so hard to be that guy that understands. I guess because I haven't had an experience. I can't say I can share the kind of experience that Rolly is talking about. And just so people know I'm not making fun of him. Like, look, It might be some real testimony there, but I just be having a problem when people start telling me that, you know, somebody's giving them very specific instructions and they telling you this and they said this to you and you heard this voice. And you get what I'm saying? And maybe if he would have left the cyanide out of this interview, I wouldn't have connected the two. But it's like, you good, bro? Like, it's tough. Because then he said this. No, he said this. I was, huh? All right, Rolly. I'm trying to level with you, though.
The very next day. And I suffered a third death, which was myself. My former self had died. And that's when I truly started like really to follow Christ.
Now he died.
He put me to the test. He said, he showed me. It's like, you said you're going to follow me, then you're going to follow me. He took away every distraction I had. I've been miserable. Now I'm better. I was miserable. I spent all that time healing. That is the truth.
Well, who were the two women, may I ask?
Yeah. My sister. And my girlfriend at the time. I love her so much. I love them both so much. But that's life.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that.
I lost them out of my life.
Connor Ben, I'm sure he'll see this. Give me Rolly Romero's message to Connor Ben when you.
I don't know. I don't know. He kind of looks like Cisco. Just say that. Yeah, you kind of look like Cisco. For a real Slim Shady, please stand up. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What do you want me to say, bro? He caused all that commotion.
They got a new
and
one,
we
Cal?
fight.
It's a new one?
I just Manny Pacquiao. What you say, Manny Pacquiao?
I know it wasn't Manny Pacquiao who caused all these problems. It was his handlers. So, may God bless your soul always, champ.
It's good. Last but not least, you know who's going to be watching this one? Devin Haney, Bill Haney. What is Rolly Romero's message to the Haneys?
I wonder if Devin ever thought about how to reconstruct the surgery done to his face. His nostrils are way too big.
This man still talking about Devin looks, bro.
That's it?
That's all?
That's it?
What am I supposed to say?
Again, because I can only go by what Bill Haney said. He said, Devo is coming for Rolly Romero. I'm telling you what the man told me to tell you.
Please stop saying that. The contract was sent.
Son of God, what's good, homie?
Okay. The contract
He said,
was sent.
that's it. BC, like, bro, you talking about nostrils and shit, bro.
I can do anymore. There's nothing to be said.
Safe to say this might be his last stand on the Last
There's
Stand
literally
podcast.
nothing
The way
left.
he acted. BC sitting over there like, man,
Can
this
you
dude
give us any
silly.
insight? Because I'm sure we're going to get this fight. What kind of fight it will be?
We shall see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever God wants the fight to be.
Now, is it one of those things where you're going to look over and say, I want y'all to bring that same, I'm just gonna say because they said that same Debo energy in the ring that you keep talking about. I want that. Is that the kind of fight that you want?
Well, that'll happen. All he does is hug.
Rolly got problems, yeah.
Like, what do you want me to say?
Are you prepared for that? If that's the case, because
I don't like Mike Tyson.
well, you know he's the master of the jab now. He is the master of that jab. And he's got great movement. He's shown.
Okay, wait. Let's just do it like this, right?
Okay.
If Devin Haney got bodied by Ryan, who got bodied by me, Ryan bodied him with no effort, being drunk every single day. Literally.
No effort is crazy. That shit took a lot of effort, just like yours took a lot of effort, man. Cut this shit out, man. What do you mean? You know, and the triangle theory don't work just because, you know, Ryan power pellet ass, you know, got it off on Devin, and you beat Ryan don't mean you'll beat Devin. It don't go like that. Shout out to Big Dog. Well, he said Rolly is a character. He's off the hook. Crazy. I'm telling this boy, shout out, ain't he? Full of surprise, Brian Custer, like, yeah, this who booked this?
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Players. Y'all fools, man. Yeah, Big Rolo is a fool, man. He making it hard for BC checking his notes is right now trying to see who scheduled this damn interview. Then he realized he did. He's like, shit. He kicking himself right there.
Ryan bodied him, and I bodied Ryan with no effort.
No effort is crazy.
Please, just stop. Just stop. It's so I can't even comprehend this stuff. I really can't.
Rolly is
now you
a
know they're going to
strange
say
guy.
he tested positive for PEDs.
Here we go.
Came in 3 pounds over the weight.
Well, if he was doing PEDs for real, he probably did get cross-contaminated, because that stuff does happen. Because I'll tell you like this, he did not act like somebody that was on PEDs.
How does somebody on PEDs
If you're on
act?
PEDs, you wouldn't have been getting drunk every night.
He was off the hook. What do PEDs and getting drunk got to do with each other, bro? That the hell?
You would have been actually trying to win the fight.
He was trying to win a damn fight.
Ryan has Devin's number. If they fought 100 times, Ryan would knock him out 100 times.
I'm telling you, cool hands.
PEDs do not make you. It does not make your opponent not keep their hand up.
And I got the feeling you're trying to say,
with more
if you step in the ring with him.
No, forget about me. Forget about me right now. Let's talk about this Ryan Devin conspiracy, right?
Mm-hmm.
PEDs will not make Devin Haney keep his hands down.
Yeah, but you questioning the wrong performance. What would PEDs do for Ryan Garcia? That's what he leaving out. We don't care how PEDs didn't affect the guy that wasn't on him. How did the PEDs affect the guy that had him in his system? Rolly, you acting crazy. You playing dumb right now, bro. Cut it out. Conspiracy my ass, man. Conspiracy my ass. Ryan didn't cross his T's, dot his I's. He was irresponsible, lazy, and he wasn't on top of his business, and it showed, man. You can't blame nobody for that. You know what I'm saying? He blamed everybody for his test. Everybody. He was blaming everybody, bro. No accountability from Ryan, man. That's why I can't respect. So, Rolly, you shouldn't even be having this conversation. You get what I'm saying? The dude had PD. I don't care what it don't do to you defensively. What did he do for Ryan Garcia? Why was it in the system? You ever ask yourself that? Cross-contaminated? Yeah, that shit is possible, but I'm not willing to bet on that. What I know. So I just don't trust Ryan.
It just, that does not happen. If he was really on PEDs, if that was his whole intention, I'm gonna be on steroids this whole fight, he would have actually took this fight serious. No, he got cross-contaminated, and it's clear as day he got cross-contaminated. To this day, he's still clueless of what happened. He doesn't even know. I'm tired of this whole PED situation with Ryan. Ryan's a lot better than every single one of you guys give him credit for.
And what as good as he is, he still had Osterine in the system. Rolly. As good as he is,
but you don't like that.
And of course, you're gonna say that because you beat him.
Came to you.
That's why he's sitting there trying to talk about how good Ryan is because he beat him. So of course you're gonna oversell how good he is, man. Get out of here with that, man. Get out of here. Ryan is good, man, and not everybody get a man this credit, but not everybody hates on him too. This dude just saying anything. Kind of power PEDs can give him, man. Yappy had no power without him. I'm telling you, him and they was talking about it the other day, that Alistair Overeem guy. Alistair Overeem used to be juiced to the gills too. Ryan blamed everybody, showed no accountability. He could say what he want. You trust a guy that was with his past and all the stuff that he said? Trust.
I just didn't take the fight seriously.
No. He did though. He did. Trust me. I know. I know he did. He has an insider every single camp.
But if I told you I know somebody that's seen Ryan in the picture with the drugs.
Okay.
He took the fight serious. He took the fight serious with me. And how could you not? I beat you up twice in sparring with no effort. Wasn't even training.
There's no effort. I guess this is just something that Rolly overusing because it takes effort to do the things that you're doing in the ring, bro. Like you need to find a different way to, articulate your point. But ain't no way in hell, like you beating everybody with just no effort. Ryan is full of it, man.
Oh, Rolly, you were too big, bro. What? Dude, you had just knocked out Blair Cobbs in sparring the week before. I was a 130-pounder at the time. The math ain't mathing. If somebody got your number down, somebody got your number down.
Have you ever sparred Devin at all? Have you guys ever?
Yeah. Back in like 2014.
How'd that go?
Devin, over there doing, but I mean, I was green. I was completely green at the time. Remember, I started boxing at 17.
You were older.
Yeah, green mean he was getting pants put on him by Devin.
You were like almost 20 at that point, right?
Yeah, and on top of that too, I mean, I cracked them a few times, and they switch out sparring, and it's like, okay, whatever. So honestly, I've never spent more than 4 rounds straight in the ring with Devin. It gets real tough after 4 rounds, especially when you're in there with a puncher. Especially, amateur and all that stuff, right? But whatever. None of that truly matters.
Tell me
His
this.
ass is saying anything.
A fight with Devin, a win over Devin, what do you think that does for Rolly Romero's career?
It'll be cool. I have another belt. I probably won't be ranked on the pound for pound list because, I'm Rolly. But nobody cares.
Rolly talking about Hall of Fame, pound for pound list.
I think
his
this
name
fight,
and likeness.
I hope it gets done. That would be one heck of a fight. I know one thing: both of you guys will have no problem selling the fight. That will not be a problem. So I hope it really gets done, and for the benefit of both of you guys, I, you know, you're it does nothing but enhances both of your careers. So that's why I think, and it's a fight that I think fight fans would really love. Would really love it. It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. It's good to see this Rolly Romero too. Introspective, thoughtful. I like it. You know, people used to, I think at the beginning, a couple of years ago, was, oh, he's the clown prince of boxing. You know, you can't really, anything he says, you can't take seriously. I like that. I like this Rolly Romero. I mean, we all change, we all evolve, and I like it.
Yeah. That's whatever.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Bro, man. Nah, seriously, that's my only issue with Rolly, man. Your answers are your answers, but bro, you in the act like you know who you on the line with, man. Like, seriously, man, get a man something better than that. He just praised you. It's whatever. It's like, damn, man, you making this shit weird, bro. He got me feeling like, I remember that, man, all my Wire fans out there. Yeah, I remember that episode when they was praising but you had what's his name? Chris praising Mike, and Snoop snapped on him, man. You hear him praising you, giving you praises and all that. You sitting there looking stupid. Like, that's what Rolly doing. Like, that's what's in my head, man. He sitting there praising you. You sitting there looking all stupid. Like, I can't just give you your just due. It's whatever. Make this, you an awkward ass interviewer. I tell you that, bro. Rain Man Rolly.
May 30th.
If you remember that episode,
man, you say Devin, May 30th. What's the percentage you put on
Mike?
Gambling is money from Satan.
Yeah, but what's the percentage? I'm not saying gambling, just percentage. I'd say, yeah, it's probably
Gambling is money from Satan.
Right.
Everyone that wins the lottery gets their life destroyed because it's money that you should not be having. You should get your blessings from God, not from some magical numbers or some magical slot machine or just getting lucky.
Okay. Is there a percentage on how close this deal is?
No, I can't really say because I mean, the deal is either 0% or 100%. Because I mean, it's just take a pen and sign a contract.
Yeah.
There's no. We gave him a favorable deal. You can't say no, other than you're just straight ducking. So like I said, I cannot even emphasize that enough. There's literally nothing left. There's literally nothing left.
Okay. Good
It's
stuff.
literally nothing left.
There's literally nothing left. It's like either you sign the contract or not. Like
Rolly said, you either want smoke or you don't.
I'm being for real though.
No, I understand.
There's no ifs, ands, buts, about it. It's either that or that. There's no. This one is literally as black as white, black and white as it gets.
I think what, from the Haney standpoint, they even acknowledge that. Even Devin acknowledged that. He said, "Hey, look, we got it. It's a fair offer. We're negotiating right now."
Negotiating what? What is there to negotiate? It's already that. They said it was a great offer and it was good. It was perfect.
Yeah. So it sounds, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you
It
better
sounds
not
like the
never
deal that we're gonna get the fight. It's just
We don't know that. I'm telling you, with boxing, you never know.
But and let me ask you this: have you signed your name on it,
bruh? I the one that sent the paper.
I understand if you can send paper, but not sign your name to it.
It's signed, bro.
Okay.
The fight's done.
Okay, there we go. It's
that's
done.
what I'm saying, bro.
So we got the fight then.
We don't know that. The paper hasn't been signed.
Oh, you're saying the Haneys haven't signed it?
What are you trying? But I already told you this. Did I not say this?
But
I said this like at least 10 times in this interview.
But here's the thing. The Haney, I've talked to Bill Haney. Bill Haney said, we signed. We good.
Okay, right, but I'm being straight up. It's already done. I'm being straight up. It's been done.
Okay.
Who's the one that sent it?
I understand you sent it.
Okay. It's done.
So they said they've already signed. They ready to go. It was either New York or Vegas. They want Vegas.
Once it's signed, it's signed. And if it's not, well then it's not. I don't promote fights that don't exist. Look at it like this. If I would have decided to sit down with Conor Ben, tried to do that, right?
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao tried to do that.
Yeah, he tripped out a little
Ryan
bit.
tried to do that. They all try to promote fights that don't exist. Once the fights exist, we promote it. Otherwise, who looks like an idiot?
Okay. Got it. All right. Well, let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. I look forward to it. I look forward to being at that press conference.
What is there to say?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
Look,
okay, my brother.
He made it weird,
Listen,
bro.
This is what we do here on The Last Stand, folks. We bring you the biggest names in the sport at welterweight.
Rolly made that weird, bro.
Rolly Romero, the WBA
Shout out to Brian
champ,
Costa
who's
doing
looking
great work, man.
to
Rolly
unify.
made that super weird. Now we about to pull up the other half of the
Rolly?
fight. Devin Haney, Hanos fans, we got that. You got
Welcome to Inside the Ring Boxing's official show of record.
All right, with all that extra shit, man. Hey, man.
Kellerman joining me to my right.
So we'll see, man. If this fight comes to fruition, I'm all for it. But you know, Devin Haney sat down with these boys. He said some things that got the fans buzzing. He said some things that people didn't take too kindly, man. He done pissed the tank fans off. They ready to off with your koofy, big Dev. You know what I'm saying? So let's hear what Dev had to say, man. Shout out to Inside the Ring, man. Inside Ring. Doing a good job, man.
Making his first appearance as a contributor on this show, a pound-for-pound fighter and #1 ranked welterweight in the world by Ring Magazine, meaning the #1 welterweight in the world, Devin the Dream Haney. How you doing, Devin? Good to have you here.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm happy to be here.
To my left, a man who just can't seem to get along with anyone, Ring Magazine senior insider and public enemy #1, Mike Coppinger. How you doing, Mike?
Hey, you know who I get along with?
Getting on my nerves.
Devin Haney. That's what I get along with.
You just got on my nerves already. As soon as you said, hey, immediately. And to Mike's left, the man who will be conducting Mike Coppinger's employee review, his employee performance review, the editor-in-chief of Ring Magazine,
Thank you, Doug.
and Mike Coppinger's
I
boss.
think you suck.
Thank you, Doug.
All right.
Yeah, Doug Fisher.
Hey, Mike Kirkland, you know it.
We start with, oh, look at that, Devin Haney and Rolly Romero. Got Devin right here in studio for the whole show, so why not? After a back and forth on Twitter with Rolly, Devin, is this a done deal? Are you going to be fighting Rolly? What can you tell us at this moment?
Yeah, I can't say that it's a done deal yet. We're working on it. I think that it's very likely that it will happen. I think that it's a good fight for boxing. A chance for me to pick up another belt, beat the guy who beat Ryan, and move up higher on the pound for pound list, and just show how great I really am.
Yeah, I mean, guys, we have Ryan. Let's have an honest discussion.
I don't think
about
beating
this whole
Rolly
situation.
moves you up to pound for pound.
Rolly, I mean, of course.
I could be wrong.
Shady isn't here today, who always gets on Rolly whenever his name is brought up. But look, he is not the most skillful fighter in the world. However, he has a way, as all successful fighters do, of landing his shots. And he's got stone, he got bricks in his hands, right? He's a heavy-handed guy. And Devin, we have seen you dropped before, right? So before I even get to you, not to talk about you as though you're not here, how dangerous is this a fight for Devin Haney, a guy who can make it ugly?
We have seen you drop before. It's crazy how
if
you
you
just slipped that in there.
Compare Devin with Rolly in terms of natural talent, ring intelligence, skill, technique, everything
Different
edges
class.
towards
Yeah.
Devin. Devin has the advantage. But when you talk about styles, Rolly is unorthodox. Rolly is awkward. And we've seen in the past where an unorthodox fighter, because
You're going to bring it. You're going to bring it up. I know where you're going.
Versus Ricardo Mayorga.
I knew it.
And Sergio Mora.
Doug, you and me. I got it. I got it.
Both Mayorga and Mora had unorthodox styles. They didn't work off their jabs. They didn't necessarily move in the right directions. But there's a method to their madness. And they were world-class fighters. And on the best night of their professional careers, they were able to upset an elite boxer, a pound-for-pound level boxer in Vernon Forrest. So we've seen it happen.
All right, this is like maybe your favorite fighter. Oh, does this guy love you? The only guy, I think I know why. It's because you're the only guy who likes him. He finally found a friend. Go ahead. What do you think about this fight?
I mean, look, Rolly Romero, I think he's underrated. He can really punch. I mean, I remember being ringside for his fight a couple of years ago in Texas, and you can feel those punches from ringside. I mean, especially at 135. But I think at 147, you see his lower body's gotten a lot bigger. He looks stout against Ryan Garcia, and he is awkward. It's tough to fight Rolly Romero, but Devin Haney, I think his jab is too good, his footwork, his fundamentals. I think Devin Haney outboxes Rolly, grabs another title, and then hopefully sets up the fight we really want to see, which is the Ryan Garcia rematch.
Do you like Rolly, or is he nice to you also?
I like Rolly.
Okay, all right, good, just bad. All right, Devin, before I want to have a conversation with you about this also, but first, I would like your thoughts about what they have said so far.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with him. He has a very awkward style, and that's what makes it hard for guys to beat him. And that's where we see that Ryan had a lot of trouble with him, just because he just didn't know how to adjust to his awkwardness. But this is a fight where I go in there and I have fun and I show how good I really am. I think that with a guy like Rolly, I'm able to showcase a lot more of my arsenal. I'm able to bring out a lot more tools and really open up on him.
You're one of these guys who occasionally I see it. You see a guy in a lighter weight class. You know he's athletic, you know he's good, but he's starving himself to make the weight. It's clearly not the most effective he's been. And then he moves into what I would call his natural weight class. You might get bigger than this, but I have a feeling I'll look back at your career and say, Devin was in his prime at welterweight. That's where you look to me like you're at your best right now. And when he gets there, you're like, oh, okay, that's what he can do. And I think you're there now. But I was critical of your performance against Norman, because over the first half of the fight, it's like, I'm thinking I'm going to come on this show and just rave about Devin. Yeah. And over the second half of this fight, like in other sports, it's called you're playing to sit on a lead, right? Mm-hmm. A prevent offense or defense, right? And what winds up happening is you stop boxing. So you were tying him up, and he was tying you up too, I understand. But you weren't doing what you were doing in the first half of the fight.
I think that if you really go back and watch the fight, I think that he did a lot more tying up than what you would think he did.
Okay. Do you think
I'm gonna play the video? I found a video with showing the clinching. I didn't edit it. It's the longest video I could find where it looked like they playing. See if both guys are implementing clinches and stuff like that, just for conversation purposes. But look, we all know the first half of the fight was one way, the second half was one way, but it just is what it is, man. I think sometimes as long as you go out there, get that win, be clean, take minimal punishment, you build on it. The thing is to continue to build on the wins for Devin. Remember, he coming off being cheated, so you got the Ramirez performance under you. Now you got the Brian Norman performance that was better than Ramirez. Now, the next time you're in the ring, if it's Rolly, you want to try to be better than you was the last time you was in the ring. And just keep going off of that. Set realistic goals. So, I mean, wasn't a whole bunch of punches landed. Wasn't no fast-paced fight or nothing like that. But it was good action, right? It was good action in there. It was good entertainment. I wasn't bored by the fight or nothing like that. So, shout out to Educated Jab. It was good, homie.
Way you fought the first?
No. I think that I fought a more disciplined fight in the second half. Because I knew that he was getting desperate. I heard him in the first half of the fight. So he was playing catch up, and from that point on, so I had a good lead. And do I think that I could have stepped on the gas a little bit more? Of course. But it's all experience.
Now I want to get to the nuanced part of this, okay? Yeah. Because now we have the fight with Raleigh, right? And you're a really smart fighter in the sense that it's like, I'm going to fight in a way that just makes it hard for the other guy to win. This is an athletic competition, and if I'm up a certain number of rounds and I tie you up, tough. A lot of fighters have done that, right?
Well, I just don't want to run that tie-up narrative because
you had something to do with that.
That is not. No, that was what he was doing. I think that because he
was hurt early.
Yes, because he was hurt.
Okay,
early.
but so
don't forget,
this is going.
We'll play the video.
Devin, don't let him off the hook.
Yes, for sure.
That's true. I absolutely did. And I saw the way you looked against Ramirez. Of course I was going to pick.
But not only you, a lot more other people. I was an underdog.
But I wouldn't have picked him had it been you before the Ramirez fight. Once I saw the Ramirez fight,
maybe I just tricked you guys.
Yeah, maybe you did. Maybe you wanted that Norman fight.
No, so maybe I just bet on myself.
Okay. Oh, I see. So the reason that's all prologue. This is what I want to say about the Raleigh fight. So here would be my thought about you and Raleigh. Raleigh is a really dangerous puncher. He is not in your class. Rolly, I keep calling him Rolly.
Rolly. Who cares?
I have something wrong in my brain when it comes to names. Something's missing. But he's not in your class, and you should outbox him. Now, I can picture a situation where second half of the fight, you're way up. He's awkward. He's throwing bricks. And so there are clinches, whoever initiates it, but you guys wind up. And then after the fight, I'm critical. On the other hand, I could also see you, like a fight, you're in this situation going, I'm not going to sit on the lead. I'm going to keep. And then he catches you, and that's something stupid. So it puts you in a no-win position.
Exactly. And you could have said that. If that would have happened in a Norman fight, they would have said, "Well, he was up? Why didn't he just coast to a victory?" And if I would have got hurt
That's 100% fact. Dave is right about that. Had he been winning a fight like that and then done something silly late, got caught, knocked out, that's all they would have been saying. Well, he should have been smart. See, he ain't learned from this fight. So it's one of those things where you damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Last round, not even got knocked out, just got hurt. They would have said, "Oh, well, he should have kept doing what he was doing."
Isn't there a third option, which is where I really think the best of the best reside? I think you're in the top 10 pound for pound, but I have Shakur like 2 right now. Okay, and the reason I say that is there's a third option, which is you dominate the first half and you don't stop dominating. It just gets worse and worse for the other guy.
So since we're talking about
if it involves risk,
do you think that Shakur could have stepped on the gas against Tio?
Maybe. He could have gotten him out of there, maybe. Yeah.
But did he?
I would, but it didn't fall off. You're right. It didn't go up.
Hey, man, hold up. I didn't know he said that. Them performances is not the same. Not the same caliber of fighter, respectfully. Not the same kind of performance. Shakur landed more jabs than you landed punches, total punches. Not the same performance. Yeah, he could have stepped on the gas, though. I think he could have stepped on. I think he could have put some more leather on Tio. I think he could have put more leather on Artem when he fought Artem as well. Who else? Probably beat up. Yeah, those are 2 fights I think he could have did more. Definitely could have put more of it beating, but not the same performance, though. Different. Shakur was that was truly dominant.
I think that Tio was
missed
more
85%
ready to be
of his
stopped and
punches.
ready to give up than Norman was.
Interesting. Guys, the floor is yours. I know I've been monopolizing.
No, never, Matt. You would never monopolize
I want to talk to Devin. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Look, I think, Devin, and you're like Floyd Mayweather in the sense that I feel like there's so many fights I watch, and with Mayweather it was Miguel Cotto, it was Marquez. With you, it's Prograis, it's Jose Ramirez, where we feel like you can score the stoppage if you step on it. Same with Mayweather. So obviously, you have to be held in high esteem to even have that kind of criticism.
Yeah, for sure.
But you did box beautifully against all these guys.
Then again, how many fights did we see where Floyd was an underdog?
Never?
No, he's never the underdog.
Yeah.
So that was a fight that I was an underdog in. That a lot of people picked me to lose.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They still pick me to lose.
But then, I'm the biggest Pernell Whitaker fan in the world. I'm mad that we stuck him back there. And Pernell rarely knocked guys out.
And like I'm saying,
he kept boxing their, beating their brakes off all fight, just not stopping them all.
And like I'm saying, Shakur, and not to be just, so critical of Shakur, but I'm just speaking as an example that Shakur wasn't an underdog in the Tio fight. He was a favorite. A big favorite.
Right.
He was. And he dominated like a favorite.
How does Shakur get to be
that
an underdog?
fight's not the same, man. Stop comparing them shits, man. Nah. Stop comparing them, bro. Stop comparing them, man. You did your thing. Shout out to you and Norman, man. But stop comparing them shits. Talking about Shakur. Shakur is fighting a different caliber of opponent. It don't matter about being a favorite, underdog, none of that shit. You seen you seen Lamont Roach be a heavy underdog, and people was wrong about that. So don't really matter. I think the thing was he fought like a guy that was a heavy favorite. Like people thought the odds was too wide, but he ended up beating him and justifying why the odds was like that. So I don't know. I get his point though. Could he have put more together? Absolutely, but don't overdo it, man, because his performance was definitely better than yours. 70 punches, that's his De Los Santos performance right there. So that shit not even the same.
Where people don't believe he can be like, who's he going to be the underdog against? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for
you
sure.
came off it wasn't even the Ryan fight, to tell you the truth. It's not fair to you that the other guy doesn't make weight and the other guy gets called PEDs, and Ryan has sat in that chair and he's our guy. But that's the truth. It's the Ramirez fight for me.
For sure.
Based on that fight, I'm like, that's what happened.
Yeah, well, I fought Ramirez away. I fought Norman away. I fight Rolly away. I fought Lomachenko away. I don't fight everyone the same. And that just is what it is.
Let's be
man's
real.
got some good wins. There's no two ways about it.
But let's be real. In defense of Devin, there's many fights where Shakur did, sat on a lead. Nakathila, Harutnanian. I'm pulling a max. I don't know how to say that guy's name. The Armenian. There's been a couple of fights.
Yes.
Where he hasn't really.
Nah, you just said plenty of fights, then you just said a couple. Shut the hell up, man. You don't got it. The problem is you don't got to be in the defense of Devin. And stop comparing them two. They're not the same, bro. They're not the same. They get their shit done totally different, bro. Totally different. That shit is annoying me to keep hearing it. I hate if y'all got him on the show, talk about his performances. Shakur not on the show. Shakur not on the show. We're not trying to talk about no fucking Nakatila, a guy that he beat every single round and dropped him twice. We're not trying to hear that. Imagine somebody complain. In no other sport where you hear somebody be that dominant and people still complain. Sat on the lead. No, he beat him up every single round. Outboxed him right in front of him. Yeah, he could have did more in that fight too, for sure. Nakatila, Artem, and Tio. So them three fights, I do think he could have put more on them. But still, don't say he sat on the lead. I think he tried with Artem. He just didn't get him. Artem got on a good foot. Core wasn't used to that, and it showed. His efficiency wasn't the same having to go get the dude. So I don't think he sat on the lead there. Nakatila, I think he just beat Nakatila, just boxed him, and it's always more you could have did, but I can't complain about a guy that beat you every single round. You know what I'm saying? Every single round. So stop comparing their performances. Them shit's not the same.
Stevenson?
Yeah, I mean, not just running.
You're
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
he didn't look great.
I cannot deny that.
De Los Santos, I mean, was one of the worst fights I've ever
De Los
seen.
Santos pretty good, though.
He didn't look great.
Yeah, De Los Santos is a good fighter, yeah. Right.
See, I praised him. You praised him for Brian Norman, but he landed 5 more punches than what Shakur landed against De Los Santos. And you said that was the worst fight you ever seen, right? That's the worst fight you ever seen. But Devin landed 5 more punches in his last 2 fights than Shakur did in his worst fight ever. Let that sink in. They're not the fucking same. I'm not playing. Rock with them both, support them both, but they're not the same. Stop comparing them, Devin. Stop trying to take shots. The attention is on you. Focus on your performance. Don't try to compare your shit to Shakur. It's not the same. You wasn't fighting T.O. You was fighting Brian Norman, a guy that was looked at as green and not as experienced. That wasn't the case with T.O. You wasn't fighting the best person that you ever been in the ring with Brian Norman, and you still only landed 70 punches. And I'm going to play the video in a minute. That's almost 8 minutes long. That's going to illustrate who was doing all the holding so we could put that to bed as well. I'm standing on that. I love Devin, but I hate that over comparison to Shakur performances. Y'all don't remotely fight the same. You get hit considerably more in your fights and everything. And then he just showed you after his last fight, your jab ain't better than his either. So if you thought that, no. I'm tired of that. Y'all not the same. The performance that he's trying to praise you about with Brian Norman, after saying Shakur is one of the worst fights he's ever seen against De Los Santos, 65 punches. He landed 70 against Brian Norman. Outside of the knockdown, what was really different? Nothing. Shakur be super dominant, not people having to make a case for a master class, and it wasn't that. That shit don't even be close. They don't win their fights the same way at all. At all. The dude losing 1 out of every 10 rounds, 1 out of every 14 rounds. They're not even remotely the same. Stop doing that. And then don't be mad at me. Those are the facts. That's not saying Devin ain't phenomenal, but they're not the same. They don't execute the same way. Shakur is far more efficient than this guy. The numbers say that. Fuck what I'm saying. The numbers say it. That's why I hate it when y'all try to over compare. No, take the criticism, bro. They on you. They criticizing you. He told you the second half of the fight wasn't the first half. Now you want to start bringing up Shakur. Nah, don't bring up Shakur because this is the difference. When they criticize Shakur, he don't bring up other people's performances and start talking about, well, Shakur looked like this and Shakur could have did this. You wasn't fighting Tio. You was fighting Brian Norman, a guy that they said wasn't on your experience level, a guy that you said you was levels and levels and levels above. Did you show levels and levels and levels above in the fight? Or did you just win it? Get out of here. That's why they criticizing you. Because again, Shakur ain't never did that shit. What you talking about? They start a fight one way and then just fall off the second half of the fight. Get the hell out of here. Name the fight. I done seen them all. They don't win they fights the same. Shakur will beat you and he will keep beating you. He don't let up. Get that shit out of here. How else do you think he put up the numbers he do? He'll beat you. He beat T.O. and he continued to beat him every single round. He made sure it wasn't definitive. It wasn't debatable. It wasn't close. None of that shit. Get out of here. It's not the same. Brian Norman landed 59 punches, I believe. Devin landed 70. So much for the master class. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all, the bar is set superbly low for Devin. If you're telling me landing 70 punches is a master class, but Shakur landing 65 is the worst thing you ever seen. The proof is in the pudding. Listen to what I'm telling you. A guy, I'll add the knockdown. He got a knockdown, and I think it was the first round. He got the knockdown. Got a knockdown and landed 5 more punches with that knockdown. And that's a master class. But Shakur landed 5 punches less is the worst fight he's ever seen. Let that sink in. Let it sink in, bro. What's the big difference between 65 and 70? Seriously, when you know them shits was jabs. Make it make sense, man. Shit ain't the same, B. Shit is not the same. I had to go on my little rant because they over comparing. You shouldn't have to throw strays at Shakur Stevenson to give to criticize Devin Haney. He's on the show. Criticize him. Don't try to soften the blow by bringing up another fighter that's better than him. And how I know he better, his own daddy said it. I'm tired of y'all playing. Y'all can be mad at me for that. I'm standing on that shit. I don't see nothing he do in the ring better than Shakur at all. I don't see it. Nothing. They not the same fighter. Back to regular schedule programming. Just do rant over.
Guys,
Wait,
I guess
have we seen has De Los Santos fought since Shakur?
Yeah, De Los Santos knocked out.
I don't think he has.
No, that's been a
because he was
minute.
supposed to.
Yes, he fought one time. Come on, man. It's 3 of y'all up there. It's 4 of y'all up there. Y'all don't know if De Los Santos
Like
fought
Keyshawn Davis last summer.
Yeah, the
before
first
Keyshawn
round
went on his rampage.
Ooh, that's a good pull.
And who
So
gives
how
a
good can we
damn
say he
about
really
De Los
is? I'm not
Santos?
saying that. I don't know.
He has what Max says. He has twitchies.
Yeah, and we've seen him be like, we've seen.
Just think about something. You're comparing Devin Haney, who's supposed to be in his prime, in a masterclass performance against Brian Norman with Shakur Stevenson sick and injured. Make it make sense. The bar is set different when it's them two. The bar is way different. Shit ain't even remotely the same. I'm standing on it. I ain't saying Dev is a bad fighter.
Good
I ain't
fighters.
saying nothing bad. He just ain't better than
He stops
Shakur.
Valenzuela when
Valenzuela based on what I see.
I
don't see.
Who's a better fighter? Who would you say?
Maybe
close.
De Los Santos, to tell you the truth.
Fuck out.
Yeah.
Oh, we got someone cursing in the fourth chair now, Max. It's that chair.
I'm taking Chris
It's that chair,
Ariola's
Max.
Yeah, Areola, but I expect more. Devin Haney. Everyone likes Devin Haney. Very professional. Come on, let's go.
And see, that's the thing. That's what it's all about. You try to get them to agree. You try to get them to say Brian Norman was better than De Los Santos, and they said De Los Santos. Trying to get them to say you had a better opponent is not going to one-up Shakur. Let me make this clear. You fought Brian Norman for you in your third division, and you beat him, right? You're comparing that performance to Shakur Stevenson and De Los Santos. Make it make sense. You notice how he not comparing Brian Norman, his fight with Brian Norman, and Shakur fight with Teofimo. He ain't comparing that. They're talking about De Los Santos. What was that, 2023? Was that 3 years ago, y'all? Was that 2023? Seriously. Make it make sense. Y'all dudes is down bad. Y'all still talking about De Los Santos? The man had 3 fights since then. 3. We still talking about De Los Santos? You got Artem, Zepeda, Padley, Mateo, 4. My bad. You get what I'm saying? You still talking about De Los Santos. Who's a better opponent? De Los Santos or Brian Norman? No. Who's a better opponent? Teofimo or Brian Norman Jr.? Why you not asking that question? And that's not a slight to Brian Norman, but why you not asking real questions? You want him to compare De Los Santos to a dude at 47? Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Last week on the show, we discussed who would be the A side and the B side.
Is Ramirez better than De Los Santos? Is Jose Ramirez better than De Los Santos? And so many others. I could get into it. I could get into it. The guy that gave him his toughest fight ever. His toughest fight ever. Yeah, that dude, Shakur, that beat that guy. Yeah, Shakur just dominated him. What we doing? What we talking about? This dude comparing Brian Norman, his fight with Brian Norman Jr. and Shakur with De Los Santos. That's how down bad y'all is to try to one-up him. You can't one-up him. You can't one-up him. You want to one-up him, get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Go make 140 like your trainer said you could do. Teach was good with it. Kurt was good with it, bro. I'm tired of y'all. Stop comparing the two. They ain't nothing alike, man. Shit different over there, B.
The Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia rematch. Someone who's new to the welterweight division, Devin, Teofimo Lopez, weighed in on Twitter. Quote, just freaking fight. The best time for this fight to happen. But we're talking on who's the A side, B side. Clearly, the boxing business is elongating this in plain.
Real quick, T.O. would talk this shit. T.O. would talk this shit. You have the audacity to tell somebody what fight to make when the fight was on the table for you to make with Devin Haney, and you curred out. You tucked your tail and went and did something else. Now I respect you for fighting Shakur, but you have no right to even chime in and tell them what fight to make, because when it was time for you to fight, where was that energy when it was time for you to sign up to fight Debo Dead? Yeah? You wasn't saying just fight then. You was saying they was forcing the fight. You was saying they was trying to force you to fight Devin. You said you turned down like $11 million or something like that. Now you telling them to just fight. Man, get out of here, man. The twitchiness as a gauge for being good. You got to. Hey, Teach. Twitchiness, and don't forget, Teach, grip strength. Don't ever forget about grip strength. Remember, grip strength is a gauge. Remember, man, not too long ago, people went from talking about grip strength to talking about the best jab in the world. I mean, they forgot all about grip strength. Hit the like button if y'all haven't. We're going to keep rolling. But nah, T.O., you got to sit this one out, G. You had an opportunity to fight Devin Haney, and you didn't do it, and you had it was a lucrative opportunity. You said it out your own mouth, and you said they was trying to force you to fight a guy that you got history with. You went back and forth with him. Y'all fathers went back and forth. You should have every reason to want to punch Devin in his face in an actual boxing ring, but you had an opportunity to do it, and you did not. Instead, you elected to go down the darker alley, which I don't know why you did that with Shakur Stevenson, maybe because you thought he was smaller, and you learned that was a bad idea. You got your ass took to school. Let's keep rolling, man.
In sight. Hashtag make boxing great again. Both world champions have a history in ring, Unification and Ring Magazine on the line. And then at Inside Ring Show. What's your point of view, Devin?
Yeah, this is funny because
Theo said he's gonna add
when
somebody.
I seen that he said this, I said, isn't this the same guy that just, fought Shakur and, acted like he took a dive for Shakur to win? He was like trying to I don't know, he was trying to put like this perspective that, he did what the people wanted him to do, was basically lose. I don't know if you guys seen that, but
I didn't see that quote.
But the important thing is he did not pull Deontay Wilder and accuse the other guy of cheating.
Yeah,
that's the important thing.
See, Mike Coppinger. That's why people don't like you. That's why people don't like you. Let me tell you what we call that in the hood, man. That's DE. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say the word. That's DE. You should not have to diss another fighter that's not on the show to make your point. This shit had nothing to do with Deontay Wilder, you stupid man. And I've heard about you personally, like people be trying to get up with you because you be unnecessary. You don't just keep it boxing. You take unnecessary digs at people. Like you do it and then don't stand on it when people see you. And I know that personally, Mike Coppinger. That's why people don't like you. This shit ain't have nothing to do with Wilder, you weird ass dude. Teofimo got his ass whooped and apologized for slavery. Mike Coppinger, talk about that. He apologized for some shit he ain't even do. You are talking about Wilder. We're not talking about Wilder. Fury is a fucking cheater. I can see if Tyson Fury never cheated and Wilder was saying he cheated with no proof, by all means, I'd be like, yeah, man, Wilder bugging. But we done seen him remove padding from sparring, gloves and sparring, bro. We seen him do this. We seen it. I played the videos live on the channel. He's a fucking cheater. You ain't do what Deontay Wilder did and say he cheated. That's why people don't like you, dude. You wouldn't have said that if Wilder was sitting there. That's the whole ass shit I be talking about. That's the kind of energy that the internet created, bro. And I ain't saying it was the worst thing he said about Wilder, but it was just unnecessary. At least you ain't do like Deontay Wilder did. Tyson Fury is a cheater. A known cheater. A proven cheater. I don't want to hear shit from people about that. That dude is a known cheater, bro. Drug cheating, all that. Anybody that's willing to go out on a limb and say they ate boar nuts is wild. Is a wild man. Paying photographers tens and thousands of dollars to remove photos where it looked like you could see his knuckle print in his glove. Don't ever tell me to sit up here and make no case for Fury. That shit always pissed me off. He's a cheating ass dude, bro. Let's talk about how T.O. got the top 3 crash outs in all the boxing, man. We ain't gonna sit there and talk about Wilder. Let's talk about how he apologized for some shit he ain't never do. Yeah, I just want to apologize.
Every time, got to put respect to it. To all my brothers and sisters, I love you guys. Always salute to the power that it be above. I thank you guys. I never wanted anything to harm you guys at all. So for that, my condolences to all you guys and to the slavery and everything that's ever happened mentally.
Everything that ever happened to y'all mentally. Like, I was like, bro, what is he talking about? Shut up, Mike Coppinger. That should be pissing me off, man. Y'all, Wilder got a dent in his head from cheating ass Fury, bro. I'm never going to respect people that try to act like that don't exist. He's a known cheater. I don't care what nobody say. Go look at the videos. You got evidence up still with Nicholas Asbury exposing this guy removing the padding and arguably having a fucking egg weight in his glove, but you still got people to this day talking about where's the proof? He's not a cheater. Nah, he a big cheating ass gypsy. Knots all over his head. Man, knots all over. Shout out to my guy, Jay. Hey, what's good, Jay? How you been, bro? Shout out to my dog, man. The real one. Big shout out to Mike Kirkland, always supporting the grind. For all the interviewers I never catch, like today and yesterday, man, shout out to you, bro. You know, that's why I like to cover the interviews so y'all can hear it from the horse's mouth. And y'all get my live reactions. That's why I don't be... Sometimes I watch the videos, but most times I don't watch them. So when I do react, it'd be a real reaction to what's being said. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he took the shots at Wilder like that at the end. Lee, what it do, my guy? What's good with it? Shout out to me. I'll say this and leave it there, right? I'll say this and leave it. Tyson, like bro said, Kurt saying Fury was down and out. He was suicidal, overweight, obese. Everything was wrong with him. And Wilder gave him a chance when he didn't have to. Wilder didn't have to fight that dude. Wilder didn't have to fight him. Wilder didn't have to fight him. So the least he could have did was give him a fair shake. Jay Nady ruined it with the long ass count. And then they gave him another long ass count in the third fight too. And we in a glove situation, then he had to take you to court to get the third fight. Nasty work, bro. And people still justify Tyson Fury, but he tried to get out of the third fight and had to be taken to court to make sure Wilder got it. Never forget that. For as bad as he beat Wilder in the second fight, right? Look who was pressing for the smoke, though. And that's the guy that gets shitted on for the big cheating ass gypsy. Not on my watch, bro. Shout out the Bomb Squad, man. I'm forever rocking with Wilder. And Mike Coppinger, you a buster for that.
Yeah.
What? I mean, how did Deontay just catch a stray? We weren't on Deontay Wilder.
Exactly.
He deserves all the straight.
Do you see the problem? See? This is why you're his only friend. You can never.
See, this is why people don't like him. Even Max calling it out. How did Wilder catch? How is that what's on the top of your mind? Just imagine how many times off camera or off, like, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes that he's made that reference about Wilder. Look how it just was like, right off the top of his head. It wasn't like Wilder. Like, how did you get from Teofimo apologizing for slavery to Wilder? Like, you get me? He apologized for slavery. Teofimo arguably got the top 3 crash outs in boxing. He beat a Cambosis 11 rounds to 2. Y'all remember that? Yeah, I beat him 11 rounds to 2. Do I still got it with Sandor Martin? And then he apologized for slavery with Shakur. Teofimo, hands down, got the top 3 crash outs in boxing by itself.
Turn on this man. I'm going to be getting calls in the middle of the night.
That's
all right,
why.
Guys, what do you think? What do you think about the A-side, B-side, Doug? We haven't got
I don't think there is an A-side, B-side. I mean, listen, boxing is show business, and Ryan moves the needle in that way.
Yeah, Bud had him shook.
He knows how to.
Hey, locked and loaded. I know somebody that chased him. I know somebody that chased him personally, that chased him and was going to put hands on him. Mike Coppinger. And he ran. I know somebody. I know somebody that chased him. And this is the thing. I try not to make nothing too personal. Everybody got their opinion, so it's never personal. But I don't like the unnecessary straight for Wilder. But they say he make. It's one thing to say stuff, but he's not a man of integrity. Like, he won't stand on it and shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, you throw rocks and hide your hands type shit. That's why people be on his ass. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like he willing to take shots at another fighter undeservingly to appease the guy right in front of him. That's that D-eating stuff that I be talking about. That's what people like him do. That's why I don't rock with it. Focus on Devin. If you want to criticize Devin, criticize Devin. You shouldn't have to shit on another fighter to make your point.
Devin's like me.
That Devin didn't do in the second
dude.
half of the fight what he did in the first half of the fight. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Like, I ain't saying you can't compare Devin and Shakur, but it's like, why you comparing the performance where a guy is supposed to be making a case that he's returned and he's better than ever against a guy that was sick, injured, and shouldn't have been in the ring. Shit is a silly argument to me, and it's an unnecessary one. It's like you forcing it. Shakur outboxing Haney. Shout out to Morgan. Oh, Morgan, I agree 1,000,000%. Facts he do, and twice on Sunday.
That doesn't move the needle in this day and age.
But I disagree. I think it does move the needle.
I'm not saying he doesn't move the needle at all, but in comparison to Ryan.
Ryan has 10 million social media followers.
Exactly.
So we're saying that.
Real quick, I don't know what's been going on with I think I don't know YouTube for a little bit, man. They said I came on 6 hours ago, bro. I ain't come on here no 6 hours ago. What the hell is going on? I've been noticing some strange stuff. So look, if you got a wrench in here, make sure you hitting that like button. Make sure you making sure people hit the like button, support the grind. Make sure you share the live, hype the live. I don't know what YouTube got going, but I've been noticing some little weird stuff. I just got to address it real quick. But it said I've been on here. I came over here over 6 hours ago. That's crazy. Shout out to old Morgan. Appreciate you. We're going to keep building, y'all. Let's keep getting to it. 6 hours ago.
I do that. I do agree that he has 10 million followers, and that's good and all. But
that's more than twice as long as I've been.
Ryan messed up the first fight.
Boxing
he basically just trumped the whole fight with he was acting like he was crazy.
Well, he put it in jeopery. He made people think that he was acting like he was crazy.
Whatever the case may be, you know. So, can we really trust this guy that he won't do this again?
No, he's a loose cannon.
How do we know that?
We can't.
Look, a few things here. I remember you and I talking a few times, a few weeks before the
I
fight.
ain't
We
been
didn't
here
even
for
know the
6
fight was
hours.
happening, right? And that was a lot of people didn't know if the fight was happening. People involved in the promotion.
Devin was incredibly weight trained. That drives people crazy in boxing. The boxing industry, obviously fans. But at the same time, when you're creating that kind of chaos, you're still calling attention to yourself.
You're right. Yeah. That's true. That's fair, Doug.
We're still talking about Ryan. Will he or won't
That punishes fighters like Devin who
It
just
does.
go about their business, behave professionally, fight really well, and don't make a lot of controversy.
In terms of accomplishments, Devin is the A side.
No question.
Okay,
there.
But we're talking about putting on an event.
I think it's an open question, though. Like I don't think there is a clear answer because he is perceived, I think, correct.
It is the clear answer, and the sooner y'all stop trying to act like it is not, the easier it'll be, bro. It's very simple. Y'all know what they gonna say. Who sell more tickets, Devin or Ryan? It's that simple, bro. And I don't care which one it is. I don't care because I'm rooting for Devin 1,000,000%. I don't care if he the Z side against Ryan, long as he get paid what he looking for and get a fair fight. I don't give a damn. I'm rooting for him to scout Ryan, and I truly, truly hope that that's a fight he get. I want to see that for Devin more than I want to see any other fight. The only other fight I think I would want to see more than that is Devin and Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, then that rematch, right? But nah, man. I hope he get it, bro. I hope he get it. Yeah,
you said
StreamYard too. I've been having a lot of problems with StreamYard, like putting my my shows together a lot. I be having to delete them. It's a lot. I'm telling you, I don't know. Both of them malfunctioning at the same time is frustrating. I'm telling you. I've been noticing this for like the last 3 months, 2.5, 3 months. Ryan, they ain't gonna be first on the poster. I think so too. I think he sell more tickets, bro. That's not trying to say he's so much more of a star than Devin. Who cares about that? All right, if he got a little bit more following, if he sell a little bit more tickets, who cares? Who's the better fighter? Who's more accomplished? Who gonna have a better career? That's the stuff I care about. You get what I'm saying? That's the better argument, because that other stuff, that's their money. But who doing what they supposed to be doing? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, he fought the wrong kind of fight, but Ryan was unfair advantage, right? And since then, he been skating through and getting opportunities, and I feel like the buck will stop if Dev get a second chance to beat him. I think he'll do it the right way, and I think he'll beat him. I really do. I think it'll be a risky fight for him, but I think he can beat Ryan Garcia on points. I really, really do. And Ryan Garcia already admitted to being hurt by Devin Haney in the fight. You get what I'm saying? So that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dante. What's good? Keyshawn versus Devin's fight. Where you at, Bill? Shout out to my dog with Devin doing business with PBC. I'm hearing coming from Tom Brown. That's one of my true sources. Yeah, I don't hide anything. I'm all straight up. Yeah, shout out to Tom Brown. That's good to see Devin do potentially business with the PBC, because maybe it could potentially lead to another fight. If they got another fight on their roster, maybe he can make it. So just goes to show you, when guys want to make fights, Kurt, they can make fights. That's what that bit of information tells me.
Who's
and
the
you ain't
number
got to
one
sign over
welterweight
there
in
to
the
make
world?
the fight.
It's
You just
Devin
got to want to
Haney.
do
And
business.
it's not like he's not a star, and it's not like they didn't already fight. And now Ryan gets the win,
shout out
but then
to the
has to
PBC,
vacate
man.
the
I'm
win
with you.
because
Appreciate you,
he
bro.
didn't
Shout
because
out to
he was
Tom
caught
Brown.
with PEDs, right? Like it's interesting.
Yeah. If Terrence Crawford was to fight any star, let's just say we can name an actor, we can name an athlete, whoever the case may be, who's going to be the A side in boxing? If they did a
Terrence
boxing.
Crawford.
Terrence Crawford.
Not against Canelo Alvarez.
Why?
Well, he wasn't the first time.
No, he would be the second time, yes.
Because he won.
Yeah. So, like I'm saying, what are we going off followers or are we going off accolades? I mean, it depends how you want to put it.
Well, that's why I said I don't think there is an A side or B side. You guys kind of balance each other out.
You already know, Kurt. Appreciate you, bro. Man, stop this shit, bro. Y'all know it's an A side and a B side. Do people like to talk about it? Apparently not, but to sit here and act like there's no A and B, it is. It is. It is. Unfortunately, it is. And that's what that you just, if it wasn't no such thing, what the hell was Oscar De La Hoya doing with Virgil then? Damn, man, that's what I hate. Like, I get it, y'all in front of fighters, but be honest. Just be honest. And it's crazy because I don't think the accolades matter. I don't think the accolades is what they factoring in. I think they strictly talking about ticket sales, right? Revenue. How much money do you bring in? Asses and seats, right? That's what that conversation is about. I think with the following, I think that leans towards Ryan, but who gives a damn? Who cares? So who cares if he got more Instagram followers or if he sell a little bit more tickets? Who is the better talent, Ryan or Devin? I would have to go with Devin. So who cares? Like, let him have that. You get what I'm saying? That's shit that don't really matter. You get what I'm saying? You have substance on your side, Devin. You've taken your career serious. He had to cheat you to be able to get with you. To do the shit he did April 20th, he cheated you to do that. You get me? So again, man, I wouldn't care if I'm Devin. I swear I wouldn't. I wouldn't care. Just as long as y'all pay me, as long as I can get paid what I deserve, bro, and I can go out there and beat that man fair and square on an even playing field and take his title. The hell with him. Let him beat a triple dipple A side, Devin. Just go beat his ass. Get him back in the ring, beat his ass. And it won't matter at what side he is. You get what I'm saying? Why would that matter if you beat him? When it's on an even playing field, you get your hand raised, you ain't going to care about none of that. We should shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland back in that super chat. He said we should be getting Ryan versus Devin too and Tank versus Roach too. Hope we don't miss out on neither. I think we got the potential to get both. Definitely, obviously, Ryan and Devin. As long as they're in the weight classes with each other, I think we can see that, Mike. And Tank versus Roach too. From what I was hearing, Roach and Zepeda is supposed to be lining up on a potential card with Tank and Pitbull Cruz at 140. And the thought behind that was to not only put Tank and Roach on the same card, but eventually put them back in the ring with each other. So I think we could get part twos to both of those. You know what I'm saying? From what I'm hearing, and if everything go the way it's going, I think you could see Tank back in there with a Lamont Roach, especially after a Pitbull Cruz fight. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, and I think as long as Ryan got that belt, he definitely has something that Devin Haney will be interested in, and you know, it'll make the fight worth it. You know what I mean? A little extra incentive for Devin, right? You know what I'm saying? This shit is for respect. This shit is for your careers, man. This shit is for principle, right? Everything you work for, but and he got that little trinket, Dev. You like accolades, you like belts. Go snatch that thing up off. Man, he got that green strap, WBC belt. We know y'all love that WBC belt. Go snatch it up off. You know what I'm saying? Pack his ass up. And who knows? If you feeling like a trilogy, maybe. If you want to make the money, because I think it'll be money in it. But if you Devin, you probably just want a clean win over him, take his belt and move on. And I ain't mad at it. Yeah. A lot of things, and real quick, and I'll play the rest of this because it's almost the end of this, man. They selling venues out. Is Devin better? He broke his face. How is Devin better than who? Ryan? You think Ryan Garcia is a better fighter, boxer? I don't know how you want to frame it than Devin. I think styles can make fights. Skills pay the bills, but sometimes when you're not able to implement said style, you can take a loss. I think when you implement the wrong game plan, it can go bad for you. I think that's what Devin did. And look, even with him having sensu beans and power pellets in his system, it still was a close-ass fight, a close decision fight. It wasn't no UD. He didn't dominate Devin. The rounds that Devin didn't get dropped, he won by Ryan. And all he fixed, you know, the approach and the game plan. I think he beats him. You know what I'm saying? Look, Devin might have been doing all that. Yeah, he was getting knocked down, but he got up every single time. Ryan Garcia was not able to put him away, and he cheated, so it don't even count. The fact that you advocating for a guy that had a bad substance in his system, like we get it. We seen that fight. But that to me wasn't a guy being better. That was Ryan. That was Devin letting the people get into his ear, him and Bill. That was him not doing what was best for him and sticking to what got him here. That's being disciplined, smart, sticking to a game plan, and being a smarter fighter in the ring. That's what got him. That's what got him to where he at. That's what's gonna get him to win if they run it back, in my opinion. After seeing that fight April 20th, I don't walk away from that feeling like there's no way Devin could win that fight. If he avoids those big shots early and getting knocked down, getting buzzed early, I think he walks Ryan into a decision loss. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. And if you calling somebody being on steroids excuses, then you got a problem. You get what I'm saying? Excuses is me trying to justify him losing. Me telling you what happened. Everybody admitted that he fought the wrong game plan. So you want to call it an excuse? That's because you don't know how to have a conversation. Shit played out that way for a reason. He wasn't forced to fight that kind of fight. He chose to fight that kind of fight, and it backfired. It wasn't the best in his best interest to step to Ryan that early to try to, you know, he knock him out as he was talking about doing. You let the outside noise get in your head, and it caused you to fight a fight that you shouldn't have fought. Bull missed me with the excuses. That's legit boxing conversation. That's what happened. He fought a bad fight. Ryan fought a smarter one. He was undisciplined. He wasn't in the best shape, and he had ostarine in the system. How could you be advocating for a fucking cheater? It's crazy. That's what's wrong with boxing. So even with all the knockdowns and all the ostarine, it don't count, and they got to run it back. So he need to fight Devin just as much as Devin need to fight him. He need to prove that he can do the shit on a clean, even playing field with his cheating ass. Miss me with that Ryan Garcia shit, man. He cheated that man, and the fact that y'all throw that out there like that never, oh, well, ostarine is this, and ostarine, it's a banned substance. Shut up. It's a banned substance, and unless you understand, unless you can tell me that There's not a picture out there that exists with Ryan Garcia in the picture with the drugs. It's the reason I'm talking the way I'm talking, bro. It's the reason why I don't rock with him. When it comes to this particular situation, this ain't no speculation no more. No evidence. What's good, Brody? How you feeling? I ever saw he did that to him. Yeah, but the worst version of him is still a good version of yourself if somebody is helping you. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Zoom Verse. You already had an unfair advantage, and Ryan helped him. And what I mean by help, I mean Devin helped him by fighting the wrong kind of fight, in my opinion. I think if he stayed on the outside box, made Ryan come to him. You get what I'm saying? Took his time. Took him a few rounds, went to his body, like just employed different tactics. I think he beat Ryan because I think he's a more skillful boxer. I think he's more disciplined. I think he's more dedicated to the sport. I think he want to be great more than Ryan and all that. That's just my opinion based on what I've seen from both fighters. So I'm in full support of Devin Haney beating the shit out of Ryan Garcia in a rematch on an even playing field, and I hope he get it.
Well, so what do you do? If someone's name comes on this side of the poster, but someone else enters first, like how do you? In the end, there is an A side.
You know what I think the reality is? I didn't. Ryan messaged me about an A side, B side. What he just randomly messaged me. I said, Ryan, let's try to make this fight happen, whatever the case. And he messaged me something saying about, well, I hope you know that I'm the A side. I'm like,
you know what I say?
Isn't that just negotiating though?
I don't even know how it even came up.
I say, who cares? I say in this day and age, that you need two A sides to have a super fight. This is no longer where you can have Floyd Mayweather fighting whoever, and it's a mega pay-per-view. Those days are gone, right, Max?
I agree, but I think
none of these dudes are Floyd Mayweather. Bad fucking example, Mike Coppinger. Shut up. Just make your point without making these badass examples. Floyd was different. None of these dudes is Floyd. Shut up. But I do respect it. I feel like when you got two world champions and you got two accomplished guys, I think both guys should have say in negotiations. That's my personal opinion, but I have no control over what happens in those negotiation rooms. You know what I'm saying? I have no bearing on that, so it just is what it is. I don't think he's talking too crazy on Tank. It ain't nothing too crazy that Tank ain't already heard, or it ain't no worse than what Tank said about him. I'll cover that one tomorrow. I'll cover his Carmelo Anthony joint tomorrow.
In the end, there is an A side. You know,
well, sure,
Ali and Frazier were both really big. Ali was the A side, right? Like Mayweather, Pacquiao were both really big. Floyd was the A side. Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler both really big. Sugar Ray was the A side. It just is what it is. Hey, you got to choose.
There's ways to get around the guy who's more showbiz. This is the A side, though.
But there are ways to get around it.
Not if he's not considered the guy, though. If he's not considered the guy, I think it's a real good question, and I just think it's a negotiating thing. Really, it's at the stage where you have to negotiate that. What's that worth to one side or another, right?
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's it. See that? I got him to agree right away.
There you go.
For those watching on YouTube, head over to DAZN to catch the rest of the show. Coming up, Jai Opetaia becomes the first ever Zuffa boxing champion. This is Inside the Ring.
I didn't realize that clip that I was talking about with Devin Haney saying Tank is an underachiever wasn't in there in that part of it. But I'll play it for y'all. But yeah, Devin Haney said, you know, I'll play the clip for y'all so y'all can hear what he said about Tank being an underachiever, man. But look, it all depends on what kind of how you looking at it. Right, I said this before, and I'm gonna keep saying it, man. People get into boxing for different reasons, man. And I said this before. I think Tank's why has always been different from these guys, which has heavily impacted the people that he's fought. So, you know, maybe by some boxing standards, maybe depending on what kind of conversation you having, you know, when you want to talk about resumes and fighting the absolute best or the toughest challenges, maybe he hasn't checked those boxes yet. But as you see, they talking about him coming back at 140 midsummer or something like that. So it ain't over for Tank. It ain't over. The book, you know, the story ain't over yet. You get me? So he's still very much in position to make those fights. So you just never know. And if he make them, then what? You know what I mean? So people treating it like there's no way he could ever make these fights. But I think he's in position to do so. And I think Pitbull could be the starting point to that. So for me, it's tough for me from understanding what he came from to say that he hasn't overachieved. He's achieved a lot. He's had a really big impact on the game for a lightweight, for a small guy. Like, he's had a really big impact. He moves the needle in a particular way that his contemporaries are not able to move it. That's just what it is. So it's more than just the names on the resume. It's the performances, right? It's how you affect the people. It's the events. It's, you know what I'm saying, the atmosphere when you fight. All of that stuff that you bring, impact, right? He brings a lot of attention and impact to the game. So it's tough to knock him for that. I don't know if to say he's an underachiever. I'll say he still got some meat on the bone. It's still some boxes that he haven't checked off just yet, depending on what conversation you having, right? You want to see him fight. You want to see him unify, stuff like that. Fight the number one other guy in the division outside of himself or something like that, right? You want to see that, but he's in position to still do them things is what I'm saying. So it's not over yet. The story is not completely written just yet. You know what I mean? He still got an opportunity to do those things, but you just gotta wait and see if he doesn't. But yeah, this was the quote that had people kind of, you know, on Devin Haney helmet a little bit, because he said what he said about Tank being an underachiever. And look, I ain't surprised people, because the thing is, a lot of people feel like with Tank's position, he can do more than what he's doing. He can ask for fights. He can do this. He can do that. And he's not wanting it. This is why. But at the end of the day, man, you see what happened when it was time to fight Loma. When there was really some paperwork out there, it wasn't Tank Davis that didn't take the fight. It was Loma. Not to knock Loma, but just putting that out there. So
Gervonta Davis, I think that he's a really good fighter. I think that he's an underachiever. I think that he has so much talent. I think that his outside issues is stopping him from reaching his full potential, and him just not wanting to test himself against the best fighters in the world. A guy like Pitbull Cruz it's just a fight that no one asked for. Gervonta Davis, I think that he's a really good fighter. I think that he's an underachiever.
see, and look, the problem that people have with that statement from Devin is, Pitbull Cruz is a fight nobody asked for. Nobody asked for Jose Ramirez. It's a lot of fights that you fought respectfully. Nobody asked for it. Nobody asked you to fight Regis. You wanted to fight Regis, right? Nobody asked for that. But we don't knock it because it's a fight. So, and the problem that people will have with the statement that you're making, you saying nobody asked for it, but you're on record for saying set the fight up. You asking Turkey to set the fight up with you and Pitbull. You said this. You're on record saying you'll fight Pitbull. This is, you get what I'm saying? This is after Tank already fought him. So that's why people are kind of grilled Devin about his words. It's not that deep to me, but that's why people won't get on his ass. You make those unnecessary comments, and I get it. You say an underachiever. You say he ain't want to really test himself. I think I think that's a real loaded, complex conversation. I think it's deeper than wanting to test itself. Resumes and fighting the absolute best. Yeah, that's one of the top barometers to measure how good of a talent you are. But I think performances, how you beat guys, the consistency. And I think anytime you constantly giving up height, reach, size, you get what I'm saying? And always being a smaller guy, you definitely challenging yourself. Anytime you move up to 140 pounds and fight a dude that's 6'1", you get what I'm saying? You challenging yourself. You get what I'm saying? So the dude started from 126. He's went as high as 140. He's competed in 4 different weight classes. I say that's challenging yourself, right? Has he took on the absolute most risky challenges out there? Nah, there's a conversation to be had, but you can't say he didn't challenge himself. You can't say he didn't want to test himself, because there are multiple fighters that he's already fought that you are slated or are in conversations to fight after him. Ryan Garcia was one of them. You shitted on the Ryan fight when he made it, but then you fought Ryan after him, right? I don't have a problem with you, but I'm just telling you why people have a problem with you, right? You had a problem. You had an issue with the Pitbull fight, but it's you on record asking Turkey Al-Sheikh to set up the fight with you and Pitbull. So that's the problem that people be having, right? You shit on him when he fought Rolly, but you right now are in negotiations to fight Rolly. That's all I'm saying. So you put your foot in your mouth because each one of those opponents you had something negative to say about, whether it was Ryan when Tank fought him, whether it was Rolly, and now Pitbull, and each one of those guys. Ryan, your fault. We see how that went. Rolly in negotiations to fight. You get me, and you talked about fighting Pitbull. That's why his fans going to attack you for your words. They're like, bro, where was this energy when you was telling Turkey Al-Sheikh to set the fight up? Where was this energy? Why was Pitbull a good fight for you and good for Turkey Al-Sheikh to set up, but it's not a good fight for Tank because nobody asked for it? Nobody ever asked Pitbull, Cruz, and Devin Haney to fight each other. I don't think nobody ever asked about that, right? So Ryan Garcia, we get that. We get why you fought him, but you fought him after shitting on Tank fighting him, but then you go fight him. See what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Devin, you got to be mindful of what you say. At the end of the day, and you was the one on record saying how bad trash Ryan was, and then the fight played out how it played out, even though he cheated you, but you get me? So sometimes you got a tendency to put your foot in your mouth a little bit, and that's why people is on your ass. I'm not going to say he a hater of Tank. Yo, they all alpha males, bro. They all be jockeying for position. They all want to be better than each other. They all want everybody to think that they better than one another. They all want to prove that they the best. Some people willing to take more chances to prove it. So I won't say Tank ain't challenged himself. I'll say the riskiest challenges and the biggest tests are still out there for him. But in 31 fights through over 4 divisions, you can't tell me a guy didn't test himself at all. Get what I'm saying? You can't tell me he ain't challenged himself at all. That's tough. Constantly being a smaller guy. You get me? So, I don't know. That's tough. Shout out to Tank, though, man. But shout out to Dev, Debo. We'll see, man. I hope they make this fight, man. I hope they make the fight with him and Rolly. But let's keep rolling, man. Something else I wanted to show y'all, man. Dev, don't let Rolly grab you, too. Look at Rolly, man. Look at Rolly.
Second on deck. Joe Lopez.
Yeah, that's my name.
Joe, you good job, good job.
Keep going hard, my nigga.
Second on deck. Joe Lopez, you'll be white. Come on, Todd.
How was he calling?
Here we go. He scored. Come on, get out. Hey. Let's fight. Good.
Good job, man. Keep going. Oh, shit. Man, this nigga's in the fucking way, man. He's scared. Let's go.
Don't let Big Rolo the Dawn grab you, Dev. Don't let him grab you, man. He might try to do you in. But last thing I want to bring up before we get up out of here, shout out to everybody. Yeah, man. Look, I ain't gonna say what he doing can't be matched. I just think that people don't acknowledge Mag 7. They don't acknowledge the size disadvantage that he's consistently at. And he can't help it. He's small. That's just the way he was made. That's the way he was born, right? But I think there's a challenge in and of itself anytime you constantly giving up that much size and stuff like that. He's a small guy to me, but he's very talented. That doesn't mean that he can't fight the absolute best because he's too small or nothing, but he's a small guy, man. Not everybody is doing it the way he's doing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody can have the kind of impact he have. You know what I'm saying? So he's had a real impact on the game, bro. You can't knock Tank, man. Still the big fights is out there for him, but to say he hasn't challenged himself is crazy. It's the same argument I'll say if somebody say Devin Haney never challenged himself. That's ridiculous to say. All of these dudes challenge themselves, but they don't get credit for it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you literally seeing him in negotiations to fight a guy that he shitted on when Tank fought him. See what I'm saying? So it's weird. But lastly, man, like I said, I'll bring up Keyshawn Davis is a promotional genius. if he making you talk about him, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, he doing a great job, man. He done beat up Dean the Great. He done sparred with Shoo. He beat up Blueface the other day.
Let the hands go. Let the hands go. There you go. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep the head. Time.
On his throw all, bro. I'm gonna go on this. I'm gonna go in depth a little bit more on another stream about this. But I just wanted to touch on it briefly before we head out. It's a lot of he getting a lot of unnecessary criticism for doing what we ask fighters to do. The dude promoting himself, he on kick, he in front of the audience, the fans, he beating up these celebrities and these internet personalities, right? He having fun with other boxers, but he's staying sharp and locked in the whole time. Cecil, what it do? Man, I'm telling you. Yeah, I always knew. I always liked him, bro. I always like Youngin. I always like Keyshawn and his energy. So I think what he doing is genius, bro. He keeping his name out there. He's sparring. He having little fights. He on social media. He connecting with fans. He doing everything you can ask a fighter to do. Since he made his mistake with missing weight, he's been on the up and up. He's made some changes to his team. He's been fully focused. He won his fight. Not only did he win it, he won every single round pretty much and stopped his guy, dominated. He looked impressive, and now he's promoting like the way we ask these guys to promote themselves, but he getting a lot of scrutiny and criticism for it. People saying he corny. They don't like what he doing. I love what he doing. To each his own, different strokes for different folks, but some of y'all too miserable, man. Y'all need to stop watching boxing or something. He doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing, making himself readily available in front of the people. He's seeing a different side of him. It's fun. It's working for him. And I think in the process, he's growing his profile too. So it's hard to knock what he's doing right now. Keyshawn is on top of his game. It looked like he found his purpose. He refocused and locked in. I think we're gonna see the best moving forward. I think as long as he stay in this frame of mind, I think as long as he stay in this mentality, bro, I think sky's the limit for him, bro. You could be mad about Keyshawn all you want, but he's fun, he entertaining, and he could fight. He calling out whoever he think the people want to see him fight, and I think he's willing to fight him. And you know his track record. He don't turn down fights. He don't duck no smoke this early in his career, and you know, he's already sold out at home. You get what I'm saying? Won a world title, fought on pay-per-view as the co-main. He doing it the right way, bro. These young fighters, they gonna mess up the same way a lot of us messed up when we was their age. We did a lot worse than what these guys are doing. It's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn made some mistakes. He's entitled to be able to make those mistakes. He's entitled to be able to learn from said mistakes as well. But you know, I'm not judging him, man. I like the improvements that I like the changes that he made. I like the improvements that he's showing. And he seemed like he got a whole new focus. And I think he gonna take him and DB3 as far as they could possibly go. You know what I'm saying? Off his shoulders and off the talent of his brothers, Kelvin and Keon. Shout out to both of them as well. Shout out to DB3, man. Keep doing it. Ishmael, appreciate the love, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
My God, being a member for a month. Much love. Shout out to all.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Great damn taking concept, bro. You feel me? Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Mike Kirkland, appreciate the love. Back in the super chat. He said you was right, just about Keyshawn. He showed me and back up that talk. I'm telling you, man. And Mike, one of the things that made me like that confirmed I knew what I was watching. It was the consistency and the stories that I be hearing about Keyshawn, like from the work ethic, the temperament, the attitude, like how he willing to challenge himself, how he wants smoke, how he want to spar, he want that work. He crazy. Like you hear the stories Shakur explain about him, stories that Troy Nash and multiple the Quentin Randalls of the world, they all got crazy stories about Keyshawn that let you know he one of them. You know what I'm saying? You got guys that's middleweight, super middleweights telling you the best sparring that they ever got was from Keyshawn Davis. But then somebody get on YouTube and yell about how he ain't doing nothing in 14 fights. Get that weak shit out of here. In 14 fights, you didn't know what your favorite fight. You didn't know who your favorite fighter was fighting in his first 14 fights. The dude's never faced an opponent with a losing record. I'm sick of people acting like he's some run-of-the-mill, just loudmouth. There's not a lot of people that's on it like Keyshawn is on. There's not a lot of people that's able to do what he's able to do. I don't care what you say. Yeah, he sold out in less than 15 fights at home. He's shown that he could be a draw. He's entertaining. He talked the talk. He back it up. He's likable. You get what I'm saying? He's made himself vulnerable. He showed accountability as a man. Look, this is where I fell short. I was smoking. I was drinking. I wasn't focused. I was in a mental institution. He put himself out there in front of everybody. He like an open book. How could you not root for a guy that's letting you know, look, I'm going to mess up, but when I mess up, I'm going to try to get back right? How could you not root for him? Some weird ass shit, man. Some weird ass shit. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis. Keep pissing him off. And the Bash brothers keep beating them up one fight at a time, bro. They can't do nothing with y'all. It's Shakur and Keyshawn pissing the world off. I love to see it. They can't find fighters fast enough to beat them. That's why y'all rushing dudes up to 47. Y'all just want to see one of them dudes lose. Newsflash, I think they're going to keep winning because they talent is just what it is, bro. They some of the best talents in boxing, and people hate to see it. Shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland. Appreciate the love, bro. And shout out to Kurt. Say keep striving, King. Appreciate you back in that super chat as well, bro.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Much love, man. Shout out to everybody that supported in the super chat, cash app. Much love to y'all, man. That's why I don't like Chris Colbert. Can't go out like that with all that talking. You know what? Yeah, great take, Justin. Wish Tank had the size of the rest. A Mag 7, it'd be like cheating. If Tank Davis was 5'8", 5'10", with a 72, 74-inch reach and some shit like that, bro, it'd be like cheating. It'd be a human cheat code. It'll be a cheat code. That's like giving Shakur one-punch knockout power. That's cheating. That'd be so unfair. It's like you can't have it all. They got enough, but it's gonna be something. You get me? You're mortal. You still human. You ain't gonna have everything. You got enough, but you ain't gonna have everything. So, but yeah, I'll say this real quick. Mike Kirkland, look into Chris Colbert. He another dude that he suffered from mental health and some shit too. He has some things going on too. If you see a bit of his backstory, you'll probably understand him a bit more. And then he from New York, so they talk a lot of shit over there, Mike. That's just how they are. And win, lose, or draw, even if you beat their ass, they talk a lot of shit. It's just how they are. But I've always heard positive things about Chris Colbert as well. And like I said, he's been another advocate and struggle with mental health as well. That shit is more common in boxing and in sports than we realize. But go dig into his backstory a little bit, Mike, if you get a chance. You'll see and hear some of the things about Chris Colbert. And you're like, all right, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You're a loudmouth. You talk shit, but I get it. You mean well. You know what I'm saying? You mean well. So, but check it out if you get a chance. But look, shout out to everybody that rocked out to the end of the show. We always put that work in. We always get boxing is just due. Like I said, Keyshawn is doing everything he's supposed to be doing. He's going to keep winning. I like it. I understand he's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But I'll say this. Before you say what Keyshawn Davis is not doing, think about who are some of your favorite fighters to watch, right, in today's boxing, and ask me what their first 14 to 15 fights look like. Ask me were they a world champion by then. Ask me, did they sell out at home by then? You get what I'm saying? Ask me if were they even in two different divisions at the time. Like, you get me? He's in a really, really good position, bro. Sky's the limit for him. It's a him versus him battle. Guys like that, he could be the guy to get in his way. You get me? Fully focused. Not saying he can't lose. All of these guys can be beaten. They all can lose. I say this all the time. But fully focused. The Bash brothers are going to be two of the hardest guys to beat. And I mean that. I stand on that. And if I'm wrong, we're going to see in due time. But I've been right about everything I said about both of these fighters up here on the screen. Everything I said, from skill level to IQ to how you get what I'm saying, competitiveness, talent level, how they want to be great. They want to prove it. And I think we're going to find out. Yeah, bro, it's already like a cheat code and a little 5'5" frame, but you give him, 5'8", 5'10", 72, 74-inch reach, bro, that's cheating. At that point, nobody gonna beat him. Like, you get me? That should just be wild. Tall, long ass tank, and now he ain't giving up size, height, and reach and all this shit. It'll be wild. Took my beating in life. And gotta go out like, Cobra, you stupid, man. Yeah, Cobra got checked. But look, dig this. Mike Kirkland, he went out. I thought he went out funny against Hector Garcia, but remember, he fought Rayo. They gave him the decision in the first one. Remember, he rematched Rayo and got slept in the second one. He got back in there though. He wasn't soft about it. He got back in there, got his ass beat. But I understand what you're saying, and coming from what you come from, he probably just, rub you a certain way with the way he talked, as opposed to how you seen him fight. It don't add up. But like I said, watch. You get into the backstory, you gonna come back, watch. You gonna be like, oh, you was right, Just. I ain't gonna steer you wrong, Mike. But I think these dudes are solid. But it's what they feel like they got to do to sell themselves. All the way to dyeing his hair, Mike. All the way to that. You ever wonder why he got pink in his hair, green, red, all these different colors? The things that you got to do to stand out. You get what I'm saying? Especially when you might have talent, but you don't come equipped with certain attributes that other fighters have that make them popular, right? So you got to talk a bit more. You got to be a lot more outspoken, right? You got to bring attention to yourself. You're wearing bright colors. Like, you just doing shit to try to bring awareness to your situation to let people know you out there. Like, it took me a while to understand him too, because he was rubbing me the wrong way, but after getting some info on him, I'm like, oh, I get it. I get it, man. I get it. You know what I mean? But look, shout out to everybody in the building. Another dope build for the books. Another dope boxing conversation with the family. Appreciate everybody rocking out to the end of the show. Y'all the real MVPs. The Bash Brothers going to keep pissing them off. We going to keep building boxing up. Let's see if Rolly and Devin gets made. I'm here for it. Keyshawn Davis is a promotional genius right now. Think he take advantage. What Shakur Stevenson said, Keyshawn spamming his boxing skills on the internet. Yeah, he definitely doing that. He's showing people his talent and what he made of. And I think it's fun. He's staying out of trouble. I think he's in a happy space. He looked like he's doing well mentally. That's very important. And he's staying out of trouble and staying in shape and focused while he's doing it. And he's being pushed by some of the best talents in boxing. So I think with a formula like that, you put yourself in the driver's seat to continue to be successful. And that's what I expect to see moving forward from Keyshawn Davis. So shout out to Devin. Hope you get the Rolly or the Ryan fight, if not both. And I'm here for it. Tank and Pitbull at 140, looking like midsummer. Lamont Roach, Williams and Payne fight. Shakur's talked about fighting Moratai. Still a lot of good fights to be made. And I'm here for it, man. We just going to keep building boxing up one brick at a time. Y'all know how we do. We just gave boxing its just due. So with that, we gonna get up out of here, y'all. Peace to the
representing Brick City, Shakur.
Finding those levels too. Look at that 4-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with a straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knockdown score with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Just Due.